It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. The heart of Massachusetts should be freedom, justice, and liberty. Freedom led pilgrims to Plymouth Bay. Salem trials had justice too late. The sons of liberty spilled the tea, and then the redcoats spilled their blood. The shot heard around the world rang out from the Bay State. Boston strong and ready to defend. It's where revolution started and end. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. Quincy Market, Freedom Trail, Charles River, Boston Harbor, Bunker Hill, Griffin Wharf, Fenway Park, Omar Charge. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day.
Boom.
Good boom.
How was your night in jail last night? All right? You feeling better?
Man, I got some great food. They fed me great.
Yeah. And what time did you get out? I know that people were there to bail you out like at midnight. Would you midnight?
I slept next to Hardman. He woke me up
Yeah.
this morning. Yeah, he let me out. We're good.
So just so you know, you see that picture of you?
Yeah, on Channel 5.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find that.
Also, if you look behind you, there's a crown on top of your head from the gate.
Really?
Yes.
That's fucked up.
and people are saying this online. Your new nickname is Tommy Two Phones.
All right. I'm all right with that. I'm good.
You like that one? I thought
like
that was
that
good.
one. That's all right. They got it.
Tommy Two Phones. Because you have one like this, and you have one in your hand, and Hartman's like a Nazi, like fucking John Kim,
like a Nazi. That fucking guy, you can't get no more Nazi than that motherfucker. That dude's Nazi. He's full Nazi, that dude. Right here. Nazi.
Yeah. I felt like Tommy Two Phones with the crown of the Prince crown on top of you. I was like dying.
I'm streaming Seeking Justice. See, Seeking Justice right there. We're streaming. Got the chat going.
Yeah. Oh my God. That was fucking. Now we don't know I was on another channel this morning, and I don't know what's going on down there. I know Abe is like was packing and stuff, but Tommy spent the night in jail last night. I'm just kidding. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I don't want to spread any rumors because that would be too much. But interesting day yesterday, to say the least.
Yeah.
I mean,
without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Even other people will say just a different energy. You know, just a different energy, man.
It really, Mike, it really, really, really is. It's really different down there today.
You want to talk? Yeah, I want to talk about it a little bit. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just they're keeping us so far away,
right,
from anything, from anybody, even the parking, Mike, even the parking. So yeah, it's
Dave Randazza, Mark Randazza.
Yeah.
The report also detailed a department
filed a motion yesterday. Now, see this guy right here? Right here should be a witness because he's forget about the FBI because they might investigate things differently. But call Todd McGee as a defense witness.
Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it?
Because he's a state police guy, retired.
Can we listen to what he has to say real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Resources available to be a professional agency.
The report also detailed a department suffering from low morale, thanks to withering criticism on social media and in person. Officers described being harassed on the job and off duty while spending time with their families.
Oh, come on.
Investigators, no one in this town will care about us until one of us gets murdered. Even then, half the town will probably celebrate that.
Half? Probably 99% of the town, Mike. I'm sorry. He's wrong. More than half.
Among the key recommendations in the report, recording witness interviews at the police station, placing
the resources available.
So yeah. Kenton got a little speaking to yesterday by the
Tom
audit committee.
Can I just say something though? That's what they put out there. Imagine what they really found.
Yeah. Oh, Mike, that was Mike. They all had the heads up.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. You know, and like
Yep.
the morale is like low. Guys, do you
That's on
believe
them.
Exactly.
That's
So
that's all on them.
if
If
you
go ahead,
if you read what I sent you the whole link to the brochure. You're not feeling well, but if you look at the anonymous comments that the police officers gave the audit committee,
anonymous.
they didn't have to put their name on there about who they were as an officer. They just said how they were feeling. They turned themselves into victims. They're
course.
they're they're a victim of all this. And I'm
Yep.
like, well, you can probably look at 5 guys right that you work with that did it to yourselves, okay? And those 5 bad apples, or whatever you want to, or maybe even more, I don't know. That's what it takes. And then you have leadership that doesn't get involved with it. Go ahead, Tommy.
Let me tell you about Canton Police Department. Are you ready? If one's corrupt, they're all corrupt. Because you don't stay on that department unless you're corrupt.
Right.
There's no other way. If you're
Okay.
corrupt and you go to work and you don't do corrupt things, but everyone around you does, you're enabling them to do it.
Nope.
So
Agreed.
there is no innocent police officer in Canton. This all, well, I don't want you. Bullshit. You're part of that friggin' system and you can't deny it. Tell me you don't share detail money with these people. Come on.
And
No.
then one of the officers is praising the chief for taking all the heavy burden and all the criticism, and she's falling on the sword. I almost puked. And then they got Lanka.
Lucas just dropped in. Look at this. Talk about dropping a bomb.
Tom, a bad apple always turns the good ones bad. Never the other way. Really? Is that the truth?
Yeah.
Really?
That's how it goes. Lucas just
So-
nailed it in one freaking sentence. Nailed it.
So
Yep.
a bad apple will rot the whole barrel.
Yes.
Right?
I don't feel good at all, which is why I'm not at court. I'm very sorry,
Yeah.
everybody. I just
There is court today, but we're just not there. If it goes live inside the courtroom, we're definitely gonna have it ready. I know the
Yes.
mods are probably working on that. It should be going on soon.
if it's up, we'll get it to you guys.
Tom and I were just talking about the feeling about the energy there yesterday, and Tom went down and had breakfast, and I thought all those businesses right there, they would love the foot traffic.
They love
Not
us
so much-
in that diner. I'll tell you right now.
And I don't know what kind of traffic goes through there, Tom, in terms of cars, but I mean, just to give the town and those small businesses some support, you can't get any better than that. They can't say any shit. They can't say shit that we were disturbed. No, we actually spent $10,000 a week in these businesses right around here. If someone sold magic markers and cardboard signs, they'd sell out every day.
Yep.
If someone had a hot dog license and just had a street vendor license for the sidewalk, he'd sell out every day.
Absolutely. Check this out. I ran across this on Twitter. Just a dude out there in the world that has his own intelligence level, make his
Right.
own decisions, and he comes up with this. Here we go. Check this out, guys. This guy's pretty cool.
I've been following this Karen Reed trial from jump. And to be honest with you, I think she's innocent. I think she's being framed. But that is not where my grievance is. The trial, the judge, the prosecutors, the expert witness, even the witnesses that were there, I have a problem with them. And here's why. I am a man of very low intelligence, meaning there are a lot of things I don't understand. And I feel like these people, the very low intelligence that I have and the limited understanding that I have, they're trying to take it away from me. Like, they're using the justice system to take the little bit of intelligence, the little bit of common sense that I have, and trying to take that away from me. And that's exactly what will happen if they convict this woman. They'll take your common sense away from you. They'll take that limited understanding, the limited intelligence that you have. That's what that's basically the whole case. Is like, how could I take an open and shut case like this one and botch it in front of the whole world, on TikTok, all these citizen journalists, citizen investigators, all these limited understanding and intelligent people, I'm going to play in their faces, and there's not a damn thing they can do about it. And like, you're a thief. You're stealing the little bit of credibility that I gave the justice system. You are a thief.
Isn't
the
that
limited
fucking
understanding,
awesome?
the limited intelligence,
Yeah.
you're stealing that from me with this trial. Like, where do we go from here, people? Where do we go from here? And there's a lot of Karen Reeds out there. Tory Lanez is one of them. When what they did to him in California, you let the justice system do Karen Reed dirty like this, ain't no hope for anybody.
I don't need to replay that again, but I'll replay that every freaking day until everybody gets it.
Tom,
Legit.
that was good to hear. To hear
The
it like
dude
that.
doesn't even live near us, dude. And he
Right.
sees exactly what we see. But you know what? He's right. When Lally gets up there and says 227 didn't happen. And then, or have you ever seen this disc before? I've never seen that before in my life.
Right.
And when they tell us that that's okay, they're taking away our common sense that
Right.
says, wait a minute, this doesn't add. There's something wrong. It don't fit.
Right. You're absolutely right, dude. That guy was spot on.
Is he friggin'
But-
amazingly awesome? And Mike,
He made it-
again,
yeah.
we're inside. We never would have fucking seen that because we're thinking
know.
it's okay.
Right.
But he's just saying, hey, heads up, people. I think that's a slap in the face that we didn't see coming. What that guy just said to all of us.
Right. I agree with that 100%. You're stealing my knowledge of what I thought the justice system should be, and you're doing it in front of the fucking world.
That little bit of
Yeah.
hope we
Yeah.
all have for the
Well,
justice system, the Lady Liberty who's blind,
yeah, if you're innocent, you're like, nothing to worry about. I'm innocent. I didn't
That's
do anything,
exactly-
right? Right. Doesn't
Karen's
happen
the
that
same way. How do you fight that? I'm innocent, and
Right.
you're gonna find out. Like, this doesn't matter. No.
I'd like to have that guy. I'd like to have him on the show.
I would love to have that. If anyone knows this guy, I want him on the show.
I want to know tell me what you think. Like, what are the things have you seen, and are you watching it still? And I just
If anyone can get in touch with that guy, I'm gonna share this on my Twitter. I just
that's good. That was a good video. That was probably one of the better videos. Believe it or not, how simple it was and how he explained it. Like, at first I was like, what do you mean? And then he's like, no, what I know about this, how much little I know in this world and of the justice system, you're scaring me and you're stealing everything away from me that I believe in. We need better judges. We need better police officers. We need some people with common sense, not paramilitary. And I'm back in the blue no matter what happens. I don't care if they're dirty or not. That, and to your point, is like one bad apple, ruins all of the apples. And I think it was someone just posted, when a team morale is low and you lose control of the locker room in a professional team,
Yep.
the head coach gets fired. Okay,
you
not the
think
players. The head coach gets let go.
Yep.
It's it's Chief Rafferty's problem that the morale is low. And she's out there being a martyr, saying, I'm falling on this all for you guys, so you guys don't have to deal with it. Please, Chief, come on. And she put in there.
she's taking a hit for everybody. She's
right. She's
get out of here with that bullshit. She freaking came in and tried to stiff me herself. I'm all good with her.
Yeah, we can't even use the bathrooms. She used a picture of her and Hartman and Turtle Boy as a quote in the report of the audit that she was stared down by a so-called journalist.
She's such a strong woman we have leading that town of Canton. Jesus, wake up, people! You listen. You get what you deserve at this point. I don't care.
This report, and I can't imagine what else they found, and they redacted and said, "No, we can't do that. We can't do that." 3-2 is absolute mind-blowing. I sent it to my father-in-law. He read all 206 pages and texted me back and says, said a couple things, but he still wants to know what's going on with that house and the rabbit. What's
The
going
house.
on with that? He's
Yep.
remember the house? The kids went in and they killed the
I'm
rabbit.
gonna have to stop by there. I mean, maybe I can do maybe 100 grand worth of damage. They'll just let go. You know, they won't even charge me, Mike. It's all right. It's all good.
You know, and he goes, "This is all great. This is all good and stuff. But what happened about this?" And he still remembers. He's like, "What's going on with this?" I'm like, "He's right. It's going to be kind of like swept under the rug and just they get an independent. You know, we can't let that happen, right?" And I posted a video of John Connolly in the debate with Sue Harrington about how Chief Rafferty was the next in line, so we crowned the king's queen, so to speak, and that's just the way it is. I was puking again in my mouth, like, John, what are you talking about? You want to put the most, you want to put your best player in the spot to make the best plays. If she's not good enough, then she doesn't belong there. Just because she's there long enough, she's a female and she's the deputy chief, doesn't
Means
mean
nothing.
she gets the job.
Means
Right.
nothing. Even a female can fuck up. In this one, she is.
Right.
She's
Right.
screwing up. I like
But
the women that are strong and do the right thing and stand for something. They're diamond, Mike. You can't get them. Everyone else is dime a dozen. Them women we're talking about, they don't like.
Hard to find, bro. Hard to find. And if you fall in love with one like that or a strong woman, marry that girl.
Well,
marry that girl.
I mean,
I'm telling you.
Look at all the strong women we got in the movement, right?
Right.
And then look at how many other women are out there.
Right.
We need them strong women to come in. All of them.
Yes. We need your voices. We need your votes, especially in Canton. If people in Canton want to see a change, we're going to start with who governs the police department, and that's the select board. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there, but we need change in our local government, and it starts with your vote and your voice. And if you can make it to get them, you know, Mark Mendoza went right to the federal government yesterday with a petition to strike the buffer zone.
Yep. Thank you, Mark Mendoza. He is, without a doubt, an awesome human being.
He tried last year. I don't know how effective it was, but at least, like, literally
something.
Bev Canoni is literally telling us we can't walk down the sidewalk.
No, we can't. I can't.
We can't.
I can't.
We can't wear, you can't wear that piece of clothing. You can't hold that. This is Bev, a judge.
You can't say a word.
Not the governor, not the president of the United States. A sitting judge is telling us we can and cannot do in a certain sidewalk that we pay for, an office that we pay for, and we pay a salary.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like North Korea, dude.
It's worse than that.
It's fucking.
Yeah.
I can't get over the fact that that this is even a lot. And we're taking it and we're doing the right thing, but still, it's not right. It doesn't make it right because we are banned by the law under the threat of being incarcerated.
Yep.
Is even worse.
Well, that's where I'm at.
I know. Tom,
Check
you
this
can't
out.
tell you. And then
Check
that
this
guy
out.
from go ahead.
Check this out, Mike. The best thing in this whole thing, this whole article on MSN, by the way, Canton home gone wild. Home trashed by juvenile, dead rabbit kicked around. The best comment is down at the bottom. Are you ready?
Well,
I'm not interested in living in a town that's a laughing stock of the world, she said. And I know for a fact that many others in the town feel the same way I do.
Right. And everybody in this town is blaming social media. Well,
respect for the rest of the world has lost for the town of Canton.
And I live here. And I tell you, if social media brings this town down because of what people post, we got a fucking problem.
You got that right.
We had a fucking problem. If some person is tweeting that, hey, a car of mine was broken into and nothing happened to last night, blah, 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 blah.
Mike,
okay,
stop.
great.
Stop.
Yeah.
Imagine taking your daughter into the police station and sitting down with the chief and saying, my daughter was raped, and the chief saying, no, I don't think so. It was consensual. Leave my office. Only because of who did the raping. We won't say any young gentleman out there.
Can you
say it's the Prince Henry of Canton.
Oh, the not line for the king, but he's the okay. Hey, I'm gonna send you the response that Chief Rafferty had to it's gonna be in your phone, okay, and on your text messages.
Yeah.
This is what someone just sent it to me. Thanks for sending it. I don't want to mention your name.
We have the best audience, Mike.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. It's just crazy.
I'm happy that I hope you guys realize that this is your show too. You know, like this, you're just as much in this as we are. You guys, it's
Any,
can't get away
yeah.
either.
Yeah, guys, any questions in the chat today too is more than welcome. You know, thanks, North Carolina, man. Good morning to you too, buddy. Yeah, it's social media, like they think it's a bad thing, right? It's like, no, actually, guys, it empowers the people. And let me just tell you something, you know, John Colley, you know, social media came aboard. Dude, it's not going away. So you have to figure it out and how to work with it, or you can't really run an office anymore. Because if you run an office, even Maura Healey, everybody, Mayor Wu, anybody
Yeah.
is on politics online.
May
Stop it. You know? Oh, that other developer, speaking of just Boston politics, the other developer dropped out. There was going to be 3. The other one dropped out. He must have got a check.
Yeah. All right, let me see. Pull this up here.
So it's like, you know, the ones for the chief, I put bloods on your hand one time and I sent to the chief. I sent it back in November of last year. And I bet you she used it as, like, you know, how we're being harassed. Guys, it's public information. You guys have a Twitter account. I mean, what
Hey, if they're doing things so right, show me. Show me on fucking Twitter. Show me Facebook. Show me anything. Show me what you're doing right. Show me. Show me what you've done right. Here you go, Mike. Chief Rafferty effectively organized. Wow, that's a bad word. I don't think she can be effective for anything. She organized. No, she didn't. She handpicked a team of people, a team of detectives from both Canton PD and neighboring police departments. How much of in the neighboring police departments? How many of them people live in Canton? How many people live in Canton?
A couple.
All juvenile suspects.
Stoughton.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Stoughton, you work at Stoughton, you live in Canton, so you're a Canton cop.
Yeah, right. You're right.
The audit team found that the complainant was reimbursed for the damage to his home and declined to press charges.
Oh,
signing a declination of now, how come she doesn't have charges on her own? The Canton 9, the judge, they went through that for a year and a half and said not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, and she still wants it guilty. What's up with this? She's more okay with kids killing a rabbit and destroying a house than people on the sidewalk.
My God, dude. Holy shit.
One juvenile subject to identify as being responsible for bringing a deceased rabbit in the home. That's not a true statement. Well, actually, maybe. But they don't say that all the juveniles killed that said rabbit. It was deceased. The people killed it. The youths who they identified are the ones who killed the rabbit. We found prosecution was declined by the Massachusetts Environmental Police. Really now? They're now on my radar.
Jesus
wow. Christ. Oh, wow.
I just sent you a decision too just came across the dock.
Holy, I am pissed. The EPO.
Right?
Oh, let's talk to the fucking EPO people today. Oh, no fucking way.
Yeah, man.
That's wrong, dude.
See how small that is? It wasn't in the paper. It's like even my father-in-law was like, well, yeah, what's going on? Because he's, you know, he gets the Canton Citizen. See, the mainstream media still has an effect on people in their 70s and 60s, and you know, and it's like if they're not on social media, which we're in that transition
dude,
period.
I'm fucking pissed. I
am too, dude. I can't believe someone just sent me that report, and I live in this town. You know, it's like, guys, just have a fucking news conference, do something. And you know what I got today too was I got a tweet from Canton PD. Every quarter they're going to release their numbers of like tickets, you know, so forth and so forth. I'll send it over to you.
Second, Mike.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy. You calling right now?
Yeah, I'm pissed. I know a couple people there because I'm involved in the Environmental Protection Agency, and I'm also involved with the EPO in regards to fishing tournaments. We work with the EPO people because we're the ones that pay to have access to these lakes. We're the ones that pay to put the boat ramps in. Us,
Right.
the fishermen. All right, so I get some contacts in the EPO people. I'm pissed.
Will you leave a message or? What do you want? Yeah.
Go. All right, hold on.
Yeah, yeah. So that's interesting. Yeah. So another thing came out to. Hold on. Yes, this is for Commonwealth v. Reed decision and order defendant's motion to exclude testimony of the Commonwealth witness Judson Welcher in the alternative request for voir dire. A review of the party submission and consideration of the five Dobbit Lange factors. The court concludes that there is no reason to preclude the testimony of Dr. Welcher outright. So Dr. Welcher is, it's denied. So the Commonwealth is trying to get Dr. Welcher in. The defense has several challenges to the Commonwealth, but Dr. Welcher's expert report accompanied by the slides, so it case information methodology by them. So it's declined. What was Dr. Welcher doing? Come on, yeah. I forget what was he doing? He's on the phone with the EPA. Karen Reed cheated on John with a coworker. Fucking go on now. That's all right. Okay. Welcher. Yeah, these fucking first name bullshit. So, we want to decline this guy to come.
All right, so listen, Mike. I just asked him. I said, I need to know if it's illegal to kill a rabbit, wild rabbit, and then is it illegal to use that body as a soccer ball?
Right.
And she couldn't help me. She was mortified.
Oh, really?
So I'm looking for the chapter and section that says it's okay to kill rabbits, and I also know if you need a permit for that. Because if it's okay and allowed, well, that's a whole nother story, right?
Right.
A paintball gun, pop, is gonna drop the rabbit. Just a paintball gun. Everyone's got a freaking paintball gun.
Fucking rabbit. I have rabbits all over my yard. I love it.
We hit it with a paintball. See what happens.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember what Judd Welcher was going to testify for the Commonwealth? Can you Google that to me real quick? Do you have it up?
What was the name?
Judson Welcher. He it was
E-L.
Yeah, C-H-E-R. Judson
B. Welcher, Executive Vice President of a biomechanical engineer and accident reconstruction.
All right. Karen Reed was trying to
he's an accident reconstructionist from California.
We were trying to get him not to testify. It's on the Commonwealth's list.
You know why? Why?
Why?
Do you really want to know why?
He get denied. So he's going to testify.
Do you know why he got denied? I'm going to show you exactly why. No, this is the reason he got denied right here. See this? See a specialty, Mike?
Oh, we should. I wonder if Nan's available. Come on. Yeah, she just texted me. Stage. Okay, thank you.
1,000 staged instrumental human volunteer crash tests.
All right,
Mike. He's the guy that will tell you it didn't happen. We don't need anyone. We don't need anyone else.
Yeah, fuck him.
He's a smart dude.
But they're not going to allow Acker in. That just doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense, right?
I did a dynamics course at BMW Performance Center. So he's working with BMW guy to fix the vehicles to make them like safer. The vehicle change and velocity is recognized as one of the most influential parameters on occupant kinematics, and injury
Sweet.
potential in motor vehicle collisions.
So he's just a bit. He's a hired gun. Like we hit like
Yeah, he's
right.
Yep. But he's not
So-
necessarily he's a hired truth teller because we're not asking him to say anything. We're asking him to come up and tell the truth. That's all.
Well, well, they tried to block his testimony. The defense did,
Yeah, of course.
and the prosecution is bringing him in. So what? He's to me, he's a paid lip service, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Up to you. I don't
But
know.
wait,
you
listen,
know?
but wait till that the battle gets up there and it's back and forth, right? With Jackson. Now don't forget, the prosecution goes first, right?
Yeah.
So this guy's gonna get up there and start yipping yapping about this and that, right?
Right.
I'm pretty sure Jackson has like as much info as like possible on that. Make sense?
Yeah, you're right, dude. I'm sick of it. You know, like it's like how many motions are denied, how many are accepted? Like we're like, and she's just still fighting the ARCA guys, and we can't mention the FBI, but we can mention that this guy has 1,000 accident reconstructions. He's this, he's that, whatever they want, they can say, but we can't say shit. Can't say
Check
shit.
this out. RVA, yes.
Daily basis,
Yeah.
most of the people who are like over the top nasty, they tend to be women.
Yeah.
And the men who tend to be critical of her online tend to be freaking whack job, incel, miserable losers. Well, I'm not sure that's a good sample.
True.
Sorry.
It's
I
true.
know.
That's true.
I know.
100% true. We can name them.
He's right, man. He like Aiden did a survey last night. I think it was how many women versus men. 81% were women.
The Yahoo, I'm sorry, the
I was like,
YouTube
what? Yeah.
analytics, 70% of women.
On our channel.
What? Yes, 70%.
Wow.
Solid.
Thank you, girls.
Yep.
Thank
And
you.
that's a
Thank
lot.
you.
Think about how many people view all our stuff, and 70% of women. That's pretty big. So
I just did you watch those Justice Served? Could you pull that up with Michael Bain being
Yeah.
accosted with Scotty McGinnis yesterday? And
absolutely, I can pull that up.
This is like right after you walked by and
Trying to find. I have it.
you know.
Yeah.
There's literally no one at this. I mean, well, I can't see it from this picture, but good picture of Nathan standing by the entering buffer zone. I'll send it to you, Tom. He's like really got me fired up this morning listening to Turtle Boy and like being just like, he's fucking right, man. What are
All
we
the
doing?
time. Yeah.
What are we doing? Like, we gonna tape this? Like, you know, what are they gonna do when the trial starts, Tom? And there's hundreds and 1,000 people there. You know, what's gonna happen? Like, they're not prepared. I think they're gonna try to shoo us away. You know, break our spirit, which won't never happen. If Tom wasn't sick, trust me, I was trying to get him up at 7:30 this morning. He was out late last
Told me
night.
this last night. It was
I had to bail him out last night. You got you're locked up. Did you eat some bad food? No.
it was cold in the cell, man. There's a breeze.
Oh my god. Yeah, Linda Baden was losing her shit yesterday. Absolutely right. So she was streaming your stuff, right? And then she was
Couldn't
talking
believe
about
it, right?
She couldn't believe it, dude. When Michael got accosted by Hardman,
Yep.
she lost her fucking mind. Like, and she like for her to lose her mind, it's like her voice goes up like 1 octane where she's excited. Like she's not like you and me, like screaming to a microphone, but you can tell it bothered her. It bothered that Hartman took the pin off his chest and
Ripped it
off.
right off. Yep.
Like, and he's a lawyer. He's a journalist. He won an Emmy. No,
Yep.
no, like we talked about, the gloves are off, dude. They got that little writing in the court document that they can be aggressive. I'll use the word aggressive.
The word is they're allowed to use force.
Force.
That is the big word that she allowed. is the word force. So Hardman can go up to me and deck me, wham, right in the ground, and smile about it and say, judge said I could do it.
It's
Like legit.
crazy.
He can be as rough as he wants with zero recourse. Zero. Because he's doing it on the judge's order. And he's a special cat team. And you know what? Let's talk about Mr. Hartman yesterday. Remember when I called him, Mike?
Yeah.
I tried. I saw him yesterday and I said, hey, I tried calling you yesterday. You know what he said to me?
No.
I know. I didn't call you back. Wasn't going to waste my time.
What the fuck?
I called the police. You know what he said? You're not important enough to call me back. I'm to call back. Okay. No problem.
You
No
kinda
problem.
are, though. You kind of are though, Tom, because
No.
you can get but think about
And
it.
I'm like,
If
you know, I
he
said
is-
to Michael, I tried to ask you the questions I was going to ask you today so that I could tell everybody and you wouldn't have to. Well, I told
right.
everyone today. I'm like, you sure did. I could have saved you the problem, but nope, you did it on your own.
Yep. You could have said, listen, I
Oh,
spoke
yeah, he
with
made himself
Officer-
a dick yesterday.
Right. I was going to say, because yesterday in that crowd of people, you could have said, hey, listen, I spoke with Trooper Hartman, and this is what he's expecting from us. That
Yep.
Easy.
That's why
That's
I
all
called
it
him, Mike.
I know. I don't understand. A little courtesy goes a long way sometimes.
So it's funny
Well-
because that video of him being
Oh man.
kind of
Man.
like not a nice trooper.
No, dude.
Let's get that on video. And my friends, okay, one who sent it to another one, Ooh.
No, it's already been, dude. It's
He's
already
gonna run
it's
into a
already-
couple problems down the road. We're gonna say that.
Oh, I think Michael might just out of
Listen,
spite and-
paperwork. When you send paperwork in and it gets lost, shit happens for a reason. Just
Right.
saying that. I don't know how many times you're gonna put paperwork in and it's just not gonna get to where it's gotta go. Sorry, don't know nothing about it.
for him, he's not like he's not from. He's trying to cover the case as unbiased as he can. I mean, he knows what's going on, obviously, but to have
course.
that actually happen to him on getting on film is huge. It shows the state of mind, the aggressiveness, and he was mad because he walked by 5 times with no clothes, like without anything on, not saying a word, just walking down the sidewalk. Okay. What if you were a Dedham resident and you wanted to stroll your baby down? If you wanted to go back and forth while your baby was crying, so there's 2 levels here. And then when he ripped that button off his chest,
I'm still
I
trying
was
to
like,
find it.
oh, you don't have it yet? I think I got it, bro. I was like, did that just happen? Because that's not good. That is not good.
He touched that guy, Mike, on his own
Yeah.
volition.
No doubt, dude. I don't think I have the video. I'll go there. I'll go to their site. All right. Hold on.
So
But,
it's funny because the court in Stoughton labeled me a content creator, right?
Right.
They label me, and I guess that doesn't matter to him. So we're gonna go the other route today.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. That's okay. Jury selection is gonna be a while.
Yeah. They only get 2 yesterday, right?
2 people. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So Judge Killing has denied Karen Reed's motion regarding Judd Welcher as a biomedical engineer. Not only is she ruled his testimony will come in, but she has denied the request for a voir dire. That means she's going to have to. Wow. Wow. Tommy, I'm going to send it to you.
Great
Text,
picture. Wow. Yeah.
text messages coming in right now of the video. Okay.
I like that
Oh,
picture.
yeah.
That picture's freaking smoking.
What which one? Oh, Nathan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tommy, hey, Tommy's new nickname is Tommy Two Phones. Okay, just so you guys know. I call him Tommy Two Phones.
Oh my goodness. Paste. All right.
No.
All right. So this was yesterday, everybody. Okay. This is wrong.
This is,
on
this
every
is, I know
fucking
you,
level.
you had to see this because I can't believe this is like not on Fox or something. This is crazy. You make it, yeah.
And he's just walking.
Oh,
You hear what he said?
Yeah.
Mike. On a public sidewalk.
Play it. People are saying play it from the beginning. It was
He
a
had his
free
hands
Karen
up.
Lee singer. Yeah.
He's on the other side of the freaking street, Mike. There's nobody around. Look how many people are around.
Oh man,
There's nobody there, Mike.
Scotty has a trash bag over his sign.
Yes. You can't have that.
This is the country we live in right now.
Yep.
No, that was Michael. That was Michael Bain. Or Baden.
Michael Bryant.
I'm sorry, Bryant. That was Michael Bryant. That was not
Yeah.
somebody walking with him. That was Michael Bryant.
And you know what? I love that man. I love that man on a bunch of different levels. You know what I said to him yesterday morning before I got to court? I sent him a text. Let me read it to you.
Yeah. Actually, Lauren Crime, Kelly, if we can pull it up, maybe get a little bit of it in if we want. He's got it going on.
You ready? All right.
Absolute tyranny. Absolutely, dude.
I put
Send that. Oh, we should send that to the colonel.
yeah, absolutely. Transfer the colonel. And he won't give a shit. Hey, Colonel, this is you guys out here being like all off up in people's faces and stuff in their personal space for no reason.
And then,
You ready?
yes,
Mike?
yes, yeah, go
Mike.
ahead.
I said to him the other day, before court even started, I put there, looking to arrest people to justify the money they spent on security. Be ready to film at all times. And he was. So he got that on film yesterday because he was right there, you know?
I think you were over there across the street talking with him a little bit too, like, and then you said, "Hey, these guys are walking around with zip ties in the back pocket too."
Yep.
You know, it was like, yeah, we live in North Korea.
The
Kim
zip
Young-
ties are
Kim
quicker
Young
than cuffs, so they can just zip tie your next.
Yeah, oh yeah, Kim Young. Was it Kim Young or Jung Young Kim?
Kim
Pinoni?
Jong Il.
Pinoni?
Kim
Yeah.
Jong Il. I think.
Oh man, the people want you to play the video again.
That guy. That guy.
No.
Which video?
Justice served. Hey,
Okay. All right.
hold on a minute. Justice served just something. Hey, I can send you all recording of the clip. You're all playing if you want to send it to whoever you want. Just mention Dizzy. Okay.
And if you guys have not subscribed to Justice Served, you guys
Oh,
are missing out on a whole
yeah,
lot.
absolutely.
You gotta sub to them people. Great.
Absolutely. Yes.
Fifth time. You walk by a sixth time, you're going to jail. I only get one arrest. I used mine up yesterday, guys. I got zero left in the bank.
He was doing the whatever you want to call it, the sign, like, you know, like you were just like you could see in your face, like what the fuck did I do? What do you mean? I just want to have a conversation. The guy didn't want to have a conversation.
He's walking down the street. The cop stopped him. The cop stopped the guy walking down the street.
This is Dedham, dude. Yeah, Tom, someone just sent it to the colonel.
Yeah, please.
And Tom,
Please send that
you
to
were
the colonel.
you were in a shirt and tie and everything. It wasn't like you were doing your job. Like you're a comment. You're a citizen reporter. You're a
I'm a
citizen
journalist.
journalist. That's you are.
And I've sold my footage, so I'm a producer on top of it.
That's right. So I mean, this is crazy. Like you should be there.
Mike, I was there before the fucking news was there, before anyone else was there. Aiden broke the story. Aiden went to court that day. I went to court that day, and there was nobody there. Nobody, not even the cops. So,
Mass State Police. Okay, hold on. Mass State Police Colonel at Masco. Okay, thanks, North Carolina. So I'm gonna get I just got a copy of it. Just sent me the video. Cool, man. You know what's cool about Justice Serve too? They actually do what they gotta say.
oh yeah,
You know, they're like, okay, yeah, we got you, yeah. And you know, no harm, no foul. I love these guys. You know, like these guys aren't. These guys are gonna blow up. Basically, this is like their first trial run. But if you're not subscribed to them,
you know that fucking loser, antiquated rogue. You know him?
yeah, he's been streaming our shit.
He's a loser.
Dude.
Loser. Yeah. He likes little girls and little boys, by the way.
Oh,
Love
gosh.
him, actually. He's one of them people.
Be careful.
Yeah, he's the guy that saw the roses. He's lucky I didn't smash him in the face next time I see him.
Hey.
Oh yeah, no. Let's go. Listen, he's old. He's got some negative equity, we're gonna say. Right back. Hey, coffee. Hold on.
Negative equity. Oh my god. I wish I could pin it. I wish I could pin that video. Oh god. I know, right, Nick Nack? I mean, come on, Tommy. I can't control him, guys. He just fucking loses his shit sometimes. And like, you know, I'm like, Jesus, deep breath, and he just, nope, can't do it. He woke up eventually, you know, fired up this morning. I called him, and he's like, I just woke up. I don't feel good. I got coffee. That was 15 minutes before we went on air. So now he's starting to get a little bean juice in him, some coffee juice. So my fault. Yeah. You guys do, Nick. Yeah, you definitely know what I'm going through sometimes with Tom. They have a new colonel. I don't believe he means business. If he does know about it, he can't do anything about it. You must email it. Yeah, we're on it. Thank you, North Carolina. Thank you so much for the email address. Yeah. Oh, yeah. True crime. Good to see you, girl. Seeking Sass with Tom and Mike. Oh, man.
Okay.
Jesus.
We have his name, address, phone number, business phone number. We have all the good stuff. We're good. Check mark. My friend. So if he gets called to a job that is telling him like the end of a dirt road and he goes down it and someone like closes the gate so he can't get out, he's gonna be in trouble. So
we can copyright strike him for taking our
why? He doesn't have it. He doesn't
30, right?
He's got 10 viewers, Mike.
All right. But where is content?
That's how much he's good. He's that good. He's gonna take our stuff.
No shit, huh?
Yeah.
Now the ASU, North Carolina ALCU has been notified. We filed
ACLU. They were notified last time. You know what they did?
Nothing. So we have an attorney, Mark Mendoza, who filed yesterday.
And he's brilliant. That guy is next level smart, man.
That's all he does is First Amendment issues, and he filed yesterday with the federal government. Not even we skip right over.
Didn't bother with the state, correct? Because it's that much of a problem this quick.
Yep. So, I'm sick and tired of it. I'm getting really tired of it. Of these people, especially like you're an officer of the law, and you're gonna try to get away with this stuff. I mean, this is I just don't understand it. Like, what makes you wake up in the morning and go, I'm gonna break the First Amendment, 14th Amendment, 6th Amendment, and just harass people because this lady in this building right here told me I could? Doesn't make it right. You still know what you're supposed to. You still know, Mr. Hartman, Sargon, what's right and what's wrong, and what you're doing was right and wrong yesterday. You knew it.
And you know what? We never saw any blue people yesterday, Mike.
No, they don't want any bullshit. They don't want to deal with this stuff. They want us to deal with it. And they just laugh at us, right? Look at these guys out there. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't need the bullshit, but you know what? We're going to do it because that's what we believe in.
Yes.
That's how we roll, motherfuckers.
What's right is right.
Well, you're right. No, exactly. And I'm not gonna fuck around anymore. Like this is like I'm sick of
Yeah,
Canton.
I'm
I
sick of
can't.
it too.
The Canton PD thing when that came out, and I just started. The more you read, and then people are breaking down little snippets about how they're turning themselves into the victims of this thing. So
Mike.
now the whole police department is a victim of the murder of an officer, John O'Keefe. Now the whole Canton PD is a victim.
No, that's what they want you to believe.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You tell me, show me the cop who's making $300,000 a year who's a victim.
That's
Mike, they make $250,000 to start. That's a victim. You get paid to be a fucking victim. That's your job. Cop's bad. What part of that has never changed?
Yeah, what don't you understand about that? Like that's what's
And
gonna happen.
we're paying them $250. You guys need to freaking cut that budget. Cut the budget. Cut the budget. They don't need the shooting range in the back. And Mike, if you have that much money to blow on a fucking shooting range,
right?
You need to look at things. Oh, and pickleball court. That's right. $800,000 for a pickleball court.
I'm trying to get Kelly to get the Kelly, if you listen, I'm trying to get the live stream for the courts in session. You guys want to go there for a little while? If she can hear me, she might be dropping off her son. Or Tom, maybe you can. I don't know.
What?
Lauren Cran has Auntie Bev going right now.
All right, let me get that. I can get that.
All right. Oh,
my freaking head is pounding. Like my eyes are going blurry up here. I can't hardly see.
Oh, so just so you know, on that segment of serving justice served, it did make it went to Ted Daniels. It went to Howie Carr yesterday from me. Went to a couple other news stations. I think that might have, like, Channel 5 is not going to show it. Channel 4 probably won't. Fox might because of Teddy. But Howie will talk about it, right? The Herald might even put something in there because it's just not right, man. I mean,
all right, I got it. Here we go.
But all right. So Kelly, I think Tommy's on it, but keep trying. Let me know.
Canton, Aaron O'Keefe, West Bridgewater,
Going over
Francis
the
Walsh, Canton Fire Department,
down.
Garrett
You don't need
Wing,
to hear that
Green
in the
Cove
background.
Springs, Florida.
I mean, we know that she's reading the witness list to the new jurors that are in today. It's the same thing as yesterday. Just go through. If you know anybody on this list, you got to recuse yourself.
Oh, that's right.
What happened to the trooper that was the lead for the trial last time? What about that guy? He needs to be outed too. That fuck. That guy.
So
distractor. Auntie Beth doing distractor shit right now. Look out. She's distracting us.
Remember we were talking about maybe getting a little diversity in there this time around for the jurors. I think it's going to happen. I think they got a colored gentleman and a female yesterday. I'm not sure.
I don't care. I want people who are competent. I don't care if they're a black blob sitting in the freaking chair. If they're competent, do it. You're on. Competence, all we want. Really, we want citizen experts, Mike, like that can say, "Wait a minute, that guy don't look like he'd hit by a car. He doesn't have a broken bone. Oh, he does have a boxer fracture though on his hand, a boxer's fracture from hitting people. And if you look at the back of it, you can see the strikes to his hand, defensive moves. Yeah,
Johnny can fight. I know that.
Well, he did.
Well, yeah, no, he can't fight.
Two against one with a dog. He ain't winning. Sorry.
I've bounced off him a while. Yeah. Oh, Jesus! Kelly's on the road.
Yeah, she went and took her son, dude.
Stop it. Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know Kelly. I didn't know you were on vacation. I'm an asshole. Hey, I logged on to Block Island. Come on.
Yeah.
And that's Melody sends when she blocks people in her chat, she sends them to Block Island. I don't want to go to Block Island this year and have all these people that are insane out there talking about Melody Little. Okay, I don't want to hear about it.
Don't want to hear about it.
Oh man, it's good to see some other creators getting Mark Bettero on. Essie had Nan on yesterday, breaking down the Canton police audit, which was awesome for the SD. You know what I mean? She had a big crowd. I had sent her I mean, worked out very well. And the Glare did a great job too, breaking down the Canton Police Department. And like these are guys, like think about this. Nan doesn't live here. Glare's in town, like, and they care about us that much. And they can see with their own two eyes, like, how can you guys stay there? We're like, well, it's more than that, obviously. But
Mike, they care because they feel it, and they know that this is their common sense is saying this isn't right, that ain't right, this doesn't make sense. It's their common sense.
You three, you, Nan, and the Glare have all been in that courtroom. You've all seen the energy outside. You've all heard people talk about what's going on. So you're investors, obviously, but Nan and the Glare, if we don't even live in this town and state, care because they've met people now. They're deep into it, right?
Oh, they're all in. Yep.
Oh, RVA, calm the duck down. I know. I'm getting worked up, man. I just can't get over it. And then I look at John Conley with that post about we put the Queen in because she was next in line and social media is ruining everything. I just
the Queen.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Oh God.
All right. If you someone asked me to go back and look at AJ coming in, I can do that. I just need a timestamp.
I have a video of it, I think. Why?
I don't know. Someone said something about showing AJ walking into the courtroom.
I'll look for it. Someone posted a video on my ex, and I'll find it. I'll get it to you. Or whatever.
Oh.
I'm on my side.
Bev needs to do her roots. She's losing it up here.
Yeah, I took my blood pressure medicine this morning, man. I tell you, that's a lifesaver. I'm down. I tell you, I was down to like 140 over 80, dude. Nobody has. You know what my doctor said to me? I really want to get to the 130. I'm like, what the? Come on, man.
What a way to get it up. He tells you to get it down.
Right? He's like, you understand where I came from and where I got to, and now you want me to drop it again? Well, yeah, I think I'm like, oh, man. But anyways, you people out there that have high blood pressure, I've had just because of my job and stuff way back when, but I just never got it treated. Hey, actually, Todd McGee is going to be on another content creators LTL tonight at 7. I would love to see him as a witness.
You know what? I'm going to mute myself, bro.
All right. Yeah, I would love to see him as a witness because he worked for the state police, and now he has his own private. You calling me? Oh.
We're in the process of impaneling a jury.
Yo.
That also will take a while. I'm told by the lawyers that their best estimate of how long the evidence will take will be 6 to 8 weeks. We can't tell you exactly when the case will start. We can give you an idea, and we will keep you posted as the impanelment process goes on as to when the case will start. But 6 to 8 weeks, and it will go from 9 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's me and Tom using the Signal app right there. But anyways, I just think he would be fantastic. you know, she's not going to let him. It's not going to happen. Like,
no.
In theory,
right. Doesn't matter who you put up in front of her. She's going to say no. It's not her person. No, I don't know you. No.
Yeah, but that's this guy from California. We just without a vote, yeah.
Come on in, bud. You're good.
Yeah, yeah. Come on in. Come on in.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it sounds like we got a situation out in California. That guy was saying with the same situation that getting railroaded.
I don't know what you're talking.
All right, 12:35. Okay.
Tommy 2 phones. Yep, Tommy 2 phones. Dude, you get like 2,500 views this morning.
That's a lot.
Did you see the one where I made you crash into the speed bump at the tolls?
Yeah, up and over.
Yeah. I said, I know Tommy was screaming late night and he dropped a cigarette.
Up in the air.
I love picking on you, bro. You know that.
Yeah,
I know. It's all good. It's all good.
22:56.
So for now, we'll give you a very brief summary of some of the legal
all right, so I think
that will govern this trial. First and most
Oh my God, Turtle Boy is all over the Kitten police report. I'm on it.
The fact that
Good.
Ms. Reed was arrested
He's the guy. If you want somebody on it,
is simply a piece of paper. It
Right.
just makes an
Yep.
accusation.
All right.
An indictment is merely
So
a
I'm gonna
formal
pause
document.
this.
all right. She's
Right,
just
and I'm
talking
gonna
about,
swap-
yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing as yesterday.
Yeah.
And let me present this.
So obviously he's not on the media pool today. And just a real quick note, and a tip to the cap to Aiden for hanging out to the very end yesterday. The only guy that I saw on that bench behind it, listening for every last juror to come up. Okay.
Yep.
He was the only one there.
The only one that cares. Again,
Right. Right.
you ready?
Versus Karen Reed. Can I have counsel identify themselves for the record?
Good morning, Ms. McLaughlin. Good morning, Mr. Hiley.
Good morning, Your Honor. Hank Brennan for the Commonwealth.
Good morning, Mr. Brennan. Good morning, Mr. Jackson. Good morning, Ms. Little.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Alessi on behalf of Ms. Reed.
Good morning, Mr. Alessi.
Good morning, Your Honor. David Yannetti for Karen Reed.
Good morning, Mr. Yannetti.
Good morning, Your Honor. Victoria George, also on behalf of Ms. Reed.
Good morning, Ms. George, but good morning, Ms. Reed. All right.
Karen Reed, can you please stand?
We should have Sergeant Slammer come on.
Karen
Peter
Reed, you are
Murphy.
now set at the bar to be tried, and these good men and women who I shall call to pass between the Commonwealth and you upon your trial. If you'd object to any of them, you must do so before they are sworn. You have a right to challenge any 16 jurors without giving reason. Thank you.
16.
Good morning, jurors.
That's a
My
lot.
name is Beverly Canoni. I'm a judge of this court, and I want to welcome you here today and give you some idea on how we think your day is going to shape up for you. As you know, jury service is probably the most important civic duty that we have, and we really appreciate that you're all here, ready, willing, and able to serve if you're called upon to do so. And we appreciate your patience during the procedure that we're going to follow today. Now, you've heard we're selecting a jury for the criminal case of Commonwealth versus Karen Reed. The Commonwealth alleges that at approximately 6 o'clock in the morning of January 29th, 2022, the Canton Police Department received a 911 call reporting an unresponsive
This
male
what you want us
party
to see?
in the snow
This what you
outside a
guys want us to
residence at
watch?
34 Fairview Road in that town. Officers responded and discovered the man, later identified as John O'Keefe, off the roadway in the front lawn area. Officers identified 3 women with Mr. O'Keefe, one of whom was the defendant, Karen Reed, the girlfriend of Mr. O'Keefe. The defendant had been with Mr. O'Keefe on the previous evening at 2 different bars in Canton and had driven with him to this residence in the early morning hours of that date. Mr. O'Keefe was treated by paramedics from the Canton Fire Department and transferred to Good Samaritan Medical Center, where he was later pronounced deceased. The Commonwealth alleges that the defendant struck Mr. O'Keefe with her vehicle earlier that morning and then left the scene while Mr. O'Keefe lay injured in the snow during a blizzard. The defendant denies these allegations. She is presumed to be innocent and has pled not guilty. The defendant is charged with second-degree murder. She is also charged with manslaughter while operating under the influence and with leaving the scene after causing personal injury or death. I will describe these crimes in greater detail at the end of the case when I teach you the law. But briefly,
All right.
murder is the unlawful killing of.
She's gonna teach us the law. You know what? Sorry.
I don't really think that's her teacher of the law. What the fuck? Fucking A, man. What is going on with this fucking state, man? You
Everything.
Yeah.
So I went live, went back to the other one, I went live to it. It's still her.
Slow down. Do
Well,
not
let's keep it in the background for now, right? All
Yeah.
right.
decisions are more likely to reflect
Um,
stereotypes.
I'm looking for
I should-
something real quick. There's something I
Wait,
saw
wait.
yesterday, Mike. That
Look at
is
Jim. Look at Jim the clerk right now. I'm so hungover. So hungover.
playing a game.
He's playing a crossword. He's on Tinder right now. He's on Grindr.
Either that or he's on freaking X looking at all the stuff we're posting about him.
Yeah. No, people ask, what does this girl right here with the glasses do? What's her job? Was she the timekeeper?
Document keeper, maybe.
Instead of upon unsupported assumptions. Four,
Oh God.
Trying to see something here.
consider them as individuals rather than as members.
Hey, Nan, you can come on if she doesn't have to go on camera. She'll just be on.
Yeah, she can do that.
You might drop her a link. Okay.
Yeah, but there's something I want to play first. I just gotta find it.
She might be backstage. Okay. Yeah.
At the end of the case, I will remind
All right. You know you look good in the morning. Stop it, Nan. Will you? Jeez. Christ.
any unsupported assumptions you may have.
Break, way to go.
All we ask is that you, individually and as a group, do your best to resolve this case based upon the evidence and the law.
Where did it go? It disappeared.
What are you
Jesus.
looking for? What do you want? So no, Tom's not at the courthouse today. Yeah, we can ask. Yeah, we'll ask Nan about the bump zone. Anybody get any questions for Nan? She might be coming on in a couple minutes. You guys want anything important? We could ask about the buffer zone. She went over the Canton audit yesterday with Esty, so but we get pretty much that. She can comment on that. I don't care what she does, but Center for American Liberty, say we filed. Oh wow. Okay.
I'm just looking for. I'm looking for something here.
Go ahead. Yeah.
It's something that was awesome.
One bedroom in Plymouth for $2,300. What the F?
How much?
Jesse Machado just posted a affordable housing lottery for $2,300 bedroom, one bedroom in Plymouth. Wow.
Is it a house or just an apartment?
Apartment, dude.
Wow.
Oh, no, excuse me. Housing lottery. One bedroom apartment in Plymouth, Massachusetts costs $2,300.
Where is this stupid thing? I watched it 3 times last night and took a bunch of notes on it. I just want to. Is this it?
Jesus Christ.
Damn it. Where the hell is it?
We don't. I don't know if there's a standout. Yes, there are people there. We're not sure.
Go to X. That's I guess where I saw it.
I don't know. Sorry, Mark, buddy. I kind of get what you're saying, bro. Look.
Hold on, I'm looking for something, guys.
Yeah, I can tell.
Paste.
And congratulations to Brandy Churchwell for her new job position.
Oh, good job, Brandy.
She's teaming up with somebody. I forget the name of the true crime people.
Do any of you folks or a close personal friend or family know, or have you had any prior dealings with the lawyers in this case or the Norfolk
I have.
Attorney's Office?
Well, would Aiden's case be on camera today? Aiden doesn't have a case today. No. Hey, Kelly.
I can't find it now. It's killing me. This is ridiculous. I gotta find that. Someone's here.
It says to the judge, John was found off the road. Oh, that's stupid.
Well, yeah, he wasn't on the road. Oh my God, what the hell?
Do you want some help or what do you want?
No, I got it here somewhere. I know.
They're yelling at me to get Nan on.
Listen, we'll get her on. We can get her on.
Kelly, what's up, girl? She's muted. I don't know. She's just hanging out with us. I'll wait for she's waiting for Nan. Saving the spot.
I'm trying to find that stupid. It was a video that someone made about the Massachusetts State Police cruisers, and about how they pretty much like just each cruiser costs ridiculous amounts of money, and it's just a cop. It's It's how,
didn't see it,
how
though.
it's the corruption within the state police.
Okay. I didn't see it. Is it mass accountability or no?
Nope.
No.
That guy with the pig, dude. You see that?
The guy with the what?
Pig. With the birds and the pig singing, feeding the
Oh,
pig.
I love that guy. Stu?
Yeah.
We were born to be alive.
You know what?
What? You gonna play
can't.
it?
I have to.
Yeah.
I can't just not. This guy is the balls, guys. Check this out. Mods, we got timestamp this because we'll get spanked. So, but I have to. I have to. This is my guy. I want to party with this dude. He's got a chicken on his shoulder.
I know. I know.
That's Antiquated Rogue. That's the dude. That's why I know him. This is the Antiquated Rogue. Feed him. And that's Kate. Katie feeding Kate. And Julie on the side, the chicken.
There's a carrot.
Incoming.
People ask me why I never find a place to stop and settle down.
Sorry, I had to do that.
Dude, dude, if you look at the clock behind him, it's like almost 2:30 in the morning. You know the guy's having a blast.
Guy
His
is
wife's
just
asleep.
next level. Next level.
I keep sending you stuff on him. He's just a hoot, dude. He's
Oh,
got,
he
like,
does it all the time. He's
dude,
got,
he's got
he's
so many-
got the pig, the bird, and the chicken. They all dance. The bird's like
Yep.
rocking out. The bird like
And he, wears,
chicken
he wears different sunglasses, and he's like different outfits on.
all the time.
Like, the guy, he's just so wacky. I'm like, who is? And his name's Stu, I guess. And he's got like I forget how many followers. He's got a couple 100,000 followers. It's
Oh, he's
crazy.
got a lot. He's got 30,000 followers. I'm sorry, 88,000 followers. The dude rocks.
You know, I wake up, like, I'll see it like in the middle of the day. It just changes my attitude. Like, this
Yes.
guy's like, he's out there, dude. He doesn't give a fuck.
No,
You know?
not even a
Oh.
little bit.
Imagine Tom doing that. You wake up and you see Tom doing something with like a cat on his shoulder and a fish over here. Something. Tom's dancing in the shower. Fucking, that'd be fucking
the
hilarious,
fish.
dude.
The fish in the
Yeah.
tub.
Right.
Here's another one.
I'd pay for that one.
Look at the bird.
Up the dance. Pump it up. Right. I want a place to stay. Tonight. Take my day. Look at the
right,
chicken and
all right.
shit. Look at the chicken and the parrot next to each other. Fucking, I gotta get it. Stu, if you want, Stu, you got an open invitation anytime you want to come on,
Oh,
brother.
please, please, please. You're more than welcome to come on.
Oh God, you
Word.
changed you. Our chat loves you.
Oh, the guy is great.
Oh, Dan will be on in a couple minutes. All right.
No rush.
All right.
Unless you're a pig looking for some food.
Well, hey, listen. So you can actually, and the public can go to one of these and sit there. You can actually go into the schoolroom and sit there, can't you?
Yeah.
If you get by Hartman, I guess. I mean, if you
Well,
get by
yeah,
him,
yeah. You have to get by the gatekeepers, but yeah, if you wiggle your way in, I think you can get in.
That's the
open to the
new
public.
attorney. That's the new attorney from that sat in the jury last year, right there. That's her right there. How imagine being her, being like, "Oh, I was on the jury," and then you get hired by Yannetti, and then you're like, you're on millions of people's views of watching what you do, what you wear, what you're walking like, what you're carrying, what your facial expressions are. Like, this is gonna be I mean, she's gonna be taught the most. What's the you're getting kind of like thrown into the deep end of the pool. Like, okay, My third year law school, third year clerk. I mean, third year out of law school. Throw me right in, boss. I'm gonna learn how to swim right now. Oh, I think Liza Little has become a better attorney since last year. You can hear her voice.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's in there all the way. She's doing great.
Yeah, she's more authoritative. Like I think she was blown away at Bev Canoni last year about how she was being treated and all the defense was getting shot down. Like this is like so unusual. Like I'm intimidated a little bit by Bev Canoni. Then I think she came out of the ether like this lady's a fucking bitch.
Yep.
Any bias or prejudice that you may have in regard to this case or in favor of or against?
I want to know what this girl in the glasses does.
Her?
Yeah.
I think a
I bet you
record,
that-
like
I bet you
the
that-
documents, like when they number the documents. I think it's her responsibility.
Oh, she's put those yellow stickers on it. Like this is
Evidence 1, evidence 2, evidence 3.
How do you become a clerk? And like, how do you apply for that job?
You got to know somebody.
It's a hack job, right?
Yep.
So, and probably her too, hack job.
Yeah.
Court reporter, hack job.
Yep.
Court officers, hack job.
Everybody, even though, yeah, everybody.
So if you don't know somebody and you apply for that, thank you. Never going to be seen again, right? No, it's never going to make it past that desk. They
Correct.
already have they already have a list of people that they have cousins and relatives of, right?
Yep. Yep.
Fuck me. This is horrible.
Or any religious or philosophical beliefs
Yeah.
that would interfere with your ability to hear the evidence in this case, to understand the evidence, to concentrate during the trial.
All right, hold on, Mike. Let's get some knowledge in the house. You ready?
Well, I thought I was here.
Well, yeah, but sorry,
More knowledge is better.
you're a guy.
Oh my god.
Good morning, Miss Nan.
Oh, I thought you
I was
were going to
gonna
be
say,
an
Mike.
avatar.
We got knowledge now, Mike.
Knowledge has entered the chat. How are you guys?
We're doing
Oh,
well.
yeah, better now. Better now.
Oh my God. I don't know how you stay awake for jury selection. It's like the most important, but the most boring part of a trial. So
Yes.
How many jurors or potential jurors have you ever had called in one trial in your career? What's
the
you
most,
ever
yeah, about 500. I was
Wow.
a pretty high profile case in New Jersey, actually, not in Manhattan. It was a high profile case, criminal one. I've had about 400 on a high profile civil one. So, I mean, actually, what's the total here? I've heard mixed reviews on that. Do you know?
$2,000.
2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did they pick 2? Did I read that they have 2?
Yep. They have 2.
Do we know anything about them or no?
Not allowed to.
No, but I know that. Oh, sorry,
so
Mike.
Male and a female.
Yep.
One of color, one of not.
Okay. Yeah, because I had known, I think I had saw Aiden had tweeted something about that he and others are allowed to report in terms of gender and race, which is perfectly
that's it.
permissible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, I've been following you guys this morning and trying my best to look at the chat. It's crazy. So, I mean, I'm happy to give some insights here. But as far as that Canton Police Department audit, it's unbelievable. And I knew the trolls were going to run with, you know, the conclusions of that report, which say things like, oh, there was no evidence of no sign of evidence tampering, which is complete BS. That is not what these auditors were tasked to do. You have to look at their recommendations.
The scope, right?
Yeah, like audits are not forensic. They're procedural. They wanted to see if there were procedural missteps along the way in any of these investigations, whether it's Birchmore or the O'Keefe investigation. But I have a sneaking suspicion that a draft report of these audit findings were sent to the police department for them to review. And I believe that, you know, someone higher up,
lawyers for the town,
maybe, or maybe a certain female chief who wants to save face a little bit, asked, oh, would you mind putting in these findings that there's no evidence of evidence tampering, etc. It's a complete sham. There's even auditors who have come out on Twitter saying that's not our role. We as auditors don't go in there and start offering expert opinions on this or that. So I think that Canton Police Department audit should come into evidence, and she's not going to let Michael Easter testify. Every single law enforcement witness should be challenged with those findings, question by question, on direct exam by the Commonwealth, if they have the balls to do it, or by the defense in cross-examination. That's the way trials work. So it's unbelievable. Also, I was watching that video that you were showing of Michael Bryant from Seeking Justice yesterday.
No, justice served.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm looking.
Thank you.
That's the second time I've done that. I see Seeking Justice on your header. On Justice from
We're
Justice.
close. We're close.
That's all right. It's all right.
But you know what? We're all for justice. So we've got justice
right.
on the brain. And what happened to him is absolutely insanity. I mean, seriously, he walks by 5 times and that happens to him. And like you said, Tommy, he's an Emmy award-winning journalist, a lawyer, which, we're not above the law as lawyers, but
Right.
this buffer zone order is being used as a weapon.
Yep.
And I think Aiden was saying it best on his stream last night. Is why does Judge Bev get to police who's infringing close enough to that courthouse when the bulk of the criticism at this point that people are publicly assembling, I'm not even saying protesting, people are publicly assembling, the bulk of the criticism at this point is related to her. So, I mean, can I get a lot of criticism, and more so some lately, like, can I suddenly start to police who says X, Y, or Z about me? I mean,
Right.
she's using the law to her whim. I reached out to the ACLU this morning and I was like, hey, I happened to hear that Mark Randazza had filed this federal lawsuit. What say you? And I have confirmed that they are going to be asserting themselves into the action with an amicus brief, which is the right thing to do.
Yes.
I don't remember if they did that for 1.0. Did they join in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's really hard for someone like me who's very visual by my own mentality to kind of still gauge how far away you guys really are from that buffer zone. Because, I was only out there 2 days. It seemed really far from that.
I can't even see the SUV drop Karen off. Put it that way. I can't even tell you I can't see the vehicle descriptions in the intersection. They're that far away.
I look
Why?
at that.
Did you see what Mike and Nan? They want to put us. The town wants to put us a mile farther down the road into a corner of a parking lot.
I now I've watched so many different creators. I can't remember if it was you guys or someone else who said, like, this is going to potentially adversely affect the local businesses, because now you're going to have crowd problems once you get past this kind of uneventful jury selection process.
You're going to have lots of problems. I promise you that.
And also, once the blue people, who are, in my opinion, lazy assemblers, they're the ones who were there. They should be there now if they really cared about this matter and they really cared about justice for John O'Keefe, because right now, as I said, it is the most important part of this trial. So, they're happy to sit in their homes and ride the chats and do, whatever, collect their food stamps and ignore their children, and say bad things about other people on X. But they're not out there now. Once they actually realize, oh, okay, the trial's heating up and we want our 5 minutes of fame, so we'll get out there. Once all of these crowds converge, it's going to be a traffic, a safety, I mean, pick any other noun and insert it in there, cluster, on that community. Meanwhile,
here's the deal with that, Nan, right? The blue people, they only showed up for 3 days. And those 3 days are the 3 days that they were filming for the documentary. Isn't that kind of strange how they don't show up any other time except for those 3 days when they know there's going to be filming for those 3 days? No other reason. And they left after that. They never came back.
Oh, by
Right.
the way, I should alert you guys. They're doing work outside of my house. So if you guys hear machines running, it's that. And if it becomes really annoying for your audience, let me know. But you know, I'm so rich that I'm adding stanchions and balconies to my mansion. So that's what they're doing right now. But that is so important because as far as I'm concerned, they're not the blue people. The blue people are not out there for the truth or for justice. It's for the attention.
Yep.
And as of course they run this machine every time I try to speak. But most importantly, when you think of the blue people, I think about the fact that it seems that a large number of them are just really rage protesting because as some type of animosity as it relates to Turtle Boy, which
Yes.
you know,
no other reason. If this wasn't a murder trial, if this was assault and battery, it would still be there. Only on those 3 days, just for the film. Other than that, it's all just yip, 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 yip on the internet.
And you know what's interesting? Because someone like and please guys, please shout out if the sounds outside are bothering you. But you know what's really interesting to me? Because Michael Bryant from Justice Served, he and Linda, who are really accomplished attorneys and interested in justice, but also the process, and they're not afraid to call BS on this. But Michael has gone out of his way to be very respectful, very 1 degree of separation with boots on the ground there. I saw him nicely and respectfully approach a large number of assemblers in the basement of the Registry of Deeds that day. And he was so deferential to them, so respectful, listen to them, great eye contact. In fact, I recorded, although I probably shouldn't admit to recording without his permission, but we wouldn't want to pick up a witness intimidation charge if he's ever called as a witness. But I actually recorded him dealing with Dina and other individuals there, and he was interviewing Will the Glare. And for this all yesterday to get just twisted with regard to, is his name Hardiman or who?
Hardman. Yep.
Hardman. I have like favorite Massachusetts words, one of which is loser. I love loser. And disclaimer. But you know, when for him to get roughed up by any law enforcement for just walking by, and it sounds like they ripped something off of his.
Yeah, it was something like
body?
a lapel, like a sticker or something. And they just
Free Karen Reed something sticker.
Oh, by the way, Mike, please, or Tom, please keep that question up for a moment. Because I got to get my reading glasses. But anyway, for him to be such an accomplished attorney, he and Linda know that's assault. I don't care what any order says about the use of force. He was just walking by. I find that so incredibly infuriating.
They stopped him to do that. They stopped him.
Well, I didn't really have the time yesterday to see the full, if there was some type of reaction to that. But
no, he just walked away after Hartman ripped it off. Scott McGinnis was with him. Scott turned around, watched it. It was on film. Big shout out to the producer that was also filming that. And they just kept walking. I think Michael was stunned, like he didn't have words to come out of his mouth. Like, wow, that just happened to me.
And they're so intimidating that.
Yeah, they look like.
What do you say, right?
Yeah, it's not going to stop them. And I hate to say it this way because it's really going to come off insulting to boots on the ground there. And I do not mean for this to be. But when you have justice served come there, and Michael, as I've heard him say, is now living in Connecticut. So he's making the trip to come there for longer periods of time. And when they come there and they, stand, sorry about the noise, when they stand with the people, when they're reporting, when they're doing, I think it's almost every weeknight at least, specials where they're focusing on the legal mishaps and decisions that have entered in this case. I look at this and I say, that is the highest level of credence to what's going on. Like someone like me, I can say this is total BS. Someone like Bettero can say this is not the way it works in our jurisdictions that we predominantly practice in. But when you have like this kind of independent news outfit come in and just stamp on it that says this is injustice served, that to me just adds a higher level of credibility to what all of the boots on the ground and the people of the Free Karen Read movement have been saying all along. So, I feel that it's really wonderful to watch the rapport that's really starting to build between the Free Karen Read movement and Justice Served, because they feel, they meaning those on the ground and people of the movement, feel like they just haven't been heard. They haven't been validated.
No.
So it's really heartwarming really to know that people are listening, and people who maybe have a little bit of a higher level of reach or outreach. But as far as this question is concerned, let me just answer it so it gets off your screen. Can local businesses allow supporters to hang out at their place of business? The answer to that is yes, they can. I mean, you can't obstruct a local establishment to the point where you are impeding what's called ingress and egress, meaning the ways in and the ways out. People can't be like setting up camp and or beach chairs and all of that stuff and start pre-gaming outside and running barbecues and all of that. But yes, you can hang out outside of businesses. That's not in an obstructive way. And in terms of hanging out inside, you'd have to ask each business on a case-by-case basis. But I will tell you this, it's always worth asking, because I did have an opportunity to go into a small number of businesses when I was there earlier last month. And when I went there into some of these businesses, they were very warming. They were very welcoming. In fact, one of the restaurants that I ate at they were very willing to share their opinion and welcomed me back. So I think it's worth asking. And throughout all of the messaging that I've seen, even from you, Tom, to the locals there, is, let's not ruin this privilege that we have right now. Like, don't litter, don't get in fights, don't get in the street, don't get yourself hit by a car, don't get in a fight with this person. Even yesterday, you were like a shepherd saying, like, we're pushing up against this border. What's this say? Like, don't ruin it for everybody because one person screwed up. Because if one person screws up, the whole buffer zone could get further extended.
Exactly. And that's the thing, right? The whole time last year, Nan, there wasn't even a scraped knee. There was nothing. The only issue I could ever repeat was some guy stopped on a motorcycle and he parked in the driveway, and the cop said, "Hey, can you move your motorcycle?" He's like, "Sure." He gets on the bike and he dumps it. That's the only thing that I know that happened.
By the way, I'm trying to do your audience a service and muting while you're talking, so you guys don't have to listen to this bullshit while I'm trying to do a brief today. But that's my approach to law enforcement when it comes to buffer zones, because I've had 2 cases where there's been buffer zones put into place on, and the police should have the approach, in my opinion, where they're not coming in and shooting first, asking questions later. And I'm using that in the most metaphorical sense of the term.
Yes.
They should have conversation with people, including Michael Bryant or others, where it says, "Hey, you're pushing the boundary a little too much. I'm going to need you to step back." But what people I don't hear a lot of people saying this. Oh, thank you to whomever just said you can't hear a lot of machines. Consider yourself lucky, folks. But I don't hear a lot of people saying this. I have a concern that with the buffer zone in place, the only real presence or influence that the jury or potential jurors are seeing is law enforcement. If you're going to have this showing of exertional control and just the police presence, that can influence jurors as well. And if the major undertone of the Karen Read defense is going to be that the police are corrupt or the police didn't conduct a sound investigation, then the concern that I would have as a defense lawyer is, well, I don't want potential jurors or sitting jurors to see that the only thing outside is police that are showing a commanding presence, because that could be deemed kind of indirectly threatening to them. Like, ooh, we better not subscribe to a theory that law enforcement could collude and cover up a crime. So, I think there needs to be balance if there's going to be a buffer zone put into place. For example, the balance that I would strike, and again, I have not stood out there during trial, but the balance I would suggest is can't wear pink, don't hold up signs, no shouting, not free Karen Read and all of that,
Right.
but somehow be balanced in your assembly. So
that would happen. That would happen if they gave us that choice.
Right.
It was all disguised. The whole thing that the judge made the buffer zone on, right, is the church. There's a church there. And she is catering to that church. Now, the people that support that church, they're on the bottom of a banner. I think we need to go and actually put the pressure on those people. They're anti-Karen Read. There's businesses that support that farmer's market. The farmer's market is who complained about us, that sent us down the road. And that's it. They didn't ask anyone else's opinion, just the farmer's market. And that's because somebody with money is friends with Bev, who's friends with this, and it's all just a little, can you, do something about it? I'll see what I can do.
I feel like they didn't properly, meaning Judge Cannoni did not properly assess the community in a balanced fashion before entering this very draconian order. If she's only hearing the voices of whatever, the farmer's market or the church or whomever, whatever establishment there, but not all of them, because
And here's the kicker in there, and you ready? They knew this buffer zone was going to be extended last trial. They knew then. I have it on video. I have the tape that Hartman says, oh, it's going to be different next year. You better get yourself a press pass or you're not coming nowhere near here.
Yeah. And let's not forget what put this buffer zone into place was
the murder of Boston cop.
Turtle Boy.
No.
Turtle Boy bad.
You guys are so awesome. I'm actually referring to the actual vehicle to get her to decide on it. In other words, was there an in limine motion to enforce a buffer zone, or was it one of these stupid, quote, grave concerns?
It's a grave concern of hers.
An undocumented ask by Hanky Spanky. Was it just, we have concerns that people are going to be standing on the steps and they're going to be saying this and that and shouting that, or was there an actual motion? I don't remember. I actually think it was grave concerns that were just voiced by Hank. And if that's the case, the judge, even if she said she knew or had observations from trial 1.0, she should have said, you know what, I need to better assess if this infringement by either side, whatever movement, really would unduly influence the jury, because it wasn't the presence of people, whomever, blue people, pink people, that caused the mistrial. It was actually Judge Bev's evidentiary rulings along the way and bad calls on balls and strikes. Yep. And bad instructions and bad charges, bad jury forms, bad guidance to that jury that led to, in my opinion, the mistrial. So ultimately, Judge Bev should have done her homework and decided, let me get the full spectrum of how the community is influenced either positively or adversely before entering this order. I'm very confident just based on what I heard Aiden read as far as the federal complaint that Mark Randazza filed. That sounds like a very strong argument. And I'm hoping that, I don't really know how the decision making on that will, the speed at which a resolution could be expected, but hopefully he is successful in that endeavor. But I'm so sick of people asking Bev for anything at this point. It's kind of like knowing you're in trouble with mommy and then asking like, oh, can I go to the school dance? No, she's going to fucking say no.
Yep.
So, the more and more times that Karen's defense team or others, meaning those who Mark Randazza filed his complaint on behalf of, I think it was Jason Grant and others, but those who on whose behalf he filed that complaint for, I'm of the opinion like people should stop asking Bev for things, and to the extent they can, ask other avenues. Like, unfortunately it was unsuccessful, but Karen's team tried to go the appellate route on the 2 acquittals on counts 1 and 3. That didn't work out. I'm not sure if she's going to try the Supreme Court, which I think would be helpful, but I don't want anyone's hopes to be elevated on that. And then have people challenge the buffer zone, which is now in process. ACLU will chime in. And the more people who can stop asking Bev for things because she's going to say no should happen. Yeah.
I mean, she denied Karen ear headphones. And she has a disease. She's got MS. She's handicapped and she can't get headphones.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You want a visual? How about this for your audience? If any of you are true crime fans or even pop culture fans, during the Alec Baldwin trial, when he recently, the charges were dismissed by Judge Summers, right? During that trial, Alec Baldwin's brother, Stephen Baldwin, who wasn't a defendant, he wasn't a party. He was a spectator for a criminal trial in a courtroom and is hearing impaired. Even he was afforded the opportunity by that court system to have assistance through, whatever, the things that they put in his ears that the court offered him so he could better understand what was going on. So I definitely will tell you, the discrimination statute up in Massachusetts would afford Karen, whether or not she has a specific hearing impairment. I cannot believe the sound outside. Jesus Christ.
It's not bad, believe it or not.
Is it not?
No, not bad. No.
I might actually have to go into the office today. But anyway, even if Karen doesn't have hearing impairment, if she's made a request for an accommodation that would help her better hear and understand some of the parlance and communications between those jurors and the court, she should be afforded that outright. And I'm going to offer to the court what I offered yesterday on a different stream on a different topic. If the court needs money to pay for electronic devices for people to be able to wear hearing assistance devices, I'm all in. Tell me where to send the check, because Karen should be able to hear that stuff. And it also thwarts the possibility that there's whispering going on that she's unaware of. Like, she wants to know everything that's going on, and she should.
Right.
Well, the other point is, like, she's got to get up from her chair with MS, walk, stand, walk back with her medical. It's not just the hearing; it's the level of walking up and back. And there's a lot of sidewalks.
Yep.
And she's got a disability. I mean, come on.
Mike, beeping has entered the chat now. Now we've got full on.
So I think they agree with what I'm saying. But the other part is that we have translators that come into court to help people that understand English, and we can't give her a set of headphones to save her energy for the day.
No,
ridiculous.
I agree.
Was spiteful. On Bev's part, was just downright spite. But they will put up a new screen, big screen TV for us, so we can watch it.
Did they grant that application, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. That may be a blessing in disguise because, well, now we have double beeping has entered the chat. Holy sh!
So how's the new pool going? You doing all right in the grift? The pool's doing good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but you know,
Cool.
oh, that's
Big round.
right. That's right. You know, and with all of the extra money that I'm taking in from all of this grifting, I'm buying yet another German sports car.
There you go.
And I'm putting in the back of my mansion a bridge that goes over the driveway into the
Over the-
back, and then I have a full 6-car garage, double story.
Under the pool.
Exactly.
With the helicopter pad. Yeah.
And I even forget what I was saying at this point, but it's oh yeah, that blessing in disguise. If they're gonna put in a larger screen.
Right.
And I don't even know if it's going to change where it's situated in that courtroom, because the place that screen is situated is so god awful. In fact, if I were in O'Keefe, I would be so mad because they can't even see it at all if it was in the location where I saw it. But a larger screen will help, because a lot of what's in these videos will be helpful for the defense and more illustrative for the jury. So.
Can I ask you a question about voir dire? Mark was mentioning that in the state of New York, you would literally just go to a judge and say, "This is why I want to call this, this person," and they would sign off on it, and you would just literally have that person show up to court. And if there was a problem with their testimony afterwards, the judge would just chew you a new ass and you move on. Is that kind of how it works in New York?
Yeah, that's the way it works. And
Jesus Christ, I mean, this is like ridiculous.
It's so easy. It's such a seamless process and expectation. But I just keep going back to, why did she make Dr. Marie Russell jump through hoops and get grilled and to have to come at Karen's expense twice? Really, it was more than twice, because she had to do it also during the, I believe it was more than twice, also during trial 1.0, to have her come and really get a colonoscopy by Hank Brennan. It's like, okay, she's got to do that, but Crosby didn't have to. Gilman doesn't have to. Judd Welcher now, I heard you announce that. He doesn't have to.
Nope.
Why? And then to go one step further, is someone complaining in the chat, what the hell is going on? I have a lot of construction going on right now. I apologize to everybody.
She just got swatted. Someone called in a SWAT team on her. She's okay though.
Yeah. The trolls are coming for me. But to take it one step further, the Michael Easter, who Judge Bev denies him outright, what she should have done is say, you know what? I'm not convinced. I want to hear what kind of evidence he's going to offer. Let me have a voir dire or a quote Daubert hearing as to him. Because if they're having a Daubert hearing as to him, she would have then allowed Alan Jackson or the defense to question him about all of his opinions. And then Hank Brennan could cross. And then the judge could decide at that point, not prematurely, okay, I understand some of this is within the average knowledge base of a jury, but some of it's not. So it's not just about solo cups and leaf blowers and Stop and Shop bags. There's things in terms of chain of custody and how to interview witnesses and when to separate them and how conflicts of interest work that are clearly would never be expected to be within the ken of an average juror. So that's why she should have had, if she compelled a hearing of voir dire for him, I would have been like, bravo, you need that. If you need that to really assess what he knows and how he can teach a jury, fine. But she denied it outright, and she put her extra little commentary in there, which is inappropriate.
Yep. The layman term, any layman can figure out how an investigation should be run. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, because any layperson, and there's so many different snarky retorts to that were on Twitter in the last 24, 48 hours. A jury is supposed to understand how investigations are performed, but they're not supposed to understand this. It's been very snarky on social media because the judge
Yeah.
has decided what a jury does and does not understand. And I'm
Yes.
telling you, it's going to pop up at trial 1.0. God, it literally sounds like it's Beirut or like a post-nuclear event outside.
Is that
you-
your fire alarm's going off?
Is it?
Yeah, sounds like it.
I don't know. But
Hopefully, I have no idea.
If your fire
Unscathed.
alarms are all connected and they're bringing dust up, the dust will set the alarms off.
Yeah, there is dust.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Listen, I want to play something real quick. It's only
yeah,
a minute long,
I'm gonna mute.
but this is the crux of the whole thing that we're talking about here, right? So
Gotcha.
check this out. Love these people, right? Listen closely.
Looks like any media cameras have just like left the area. We're the only ones. I just want to tell everybody that Justice of TV.
And all he's doing is walking past the courthouse. He's not even trying to get in. He's just walking past. You ready?
is the only one that's giving you this whole view, buffer zone to the other end, to what happens when you stop, where they are. You're not getting this anywhere else. You're not getting this on legacy media. You're getting it on YouTube. Why? Because YouTube is the largest place where people get their news, and apparently Massachusetts doesn't recognize that.
Interesting. I don't know if you heard that little discussion as I walked past those cops, but they were obviously irritated about something, somebody, some process. They said, we got the van here. We'll make some fucking arrests. We have to.
What did they say? Say it again. Say it again. Say it.
They said they were gathered right there in front of the jury collection point, that building, and they said, "Look, we got the van here. We'll make some fucking arrests if we need to."
Oh wow!
So they were looking before. They were looking to make the arrests even before.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry for the delay. I had to unmute.
They went in hot and heavy. They came in aggressive in all means.
Yeah, it's kind of like I said earlier. It's like shoot first, ask questions later. They came in. It's kind of like, of course, now what the sound that stopped has started again. But it's kind of like if you've ever been in a relationship and you end up having an argument with your significant other because they didn't take the garbage out, right? They don't take the garbage out, and then you unload on them, or they've unloaded on you because you didn't take it out. Meanwhile, you understand, like, okay, you're not this angry because I forgot to take the garbage out, or I'm not this angry at you because of the garbage. I'm really angry because you have deep-seated emotional issues and you can't talk about them. So I feel like there's this pretext, this backdrop to this level of hostility from law enforcement. They were looking to FAFO with Michael Bryant yesterday, or anybody. That's why when you were saying yesterday morning, like people be ready, they're going to make arrests at this point. They want to have.
They have to justify the millions of dollars they're spending to babysit a building. The building's not going to run away, I promise. But we're not destroying nothing. We're just holding a sign. That's it.
Oh, by the way, Tommy, I'm wearing the sweatshirt. I'm wearing that you guys got me.
Oh yeah, you like that mugshot? She's like, bring it. That is awesome.
I would turn around, but it's got like the dream team.
Yeah,
dream team on the back. But anyway, thank you for this. It's like perfect.
At least we can do.
But that building is solid as a rock. Nobody's babysitting the building. If anybody wants to have any debate over what or whom is being babysat, it's undeniable. It's Bev. It's Bev's ego. I sat in that room. I watched her look out that goddamn window on a day when a motion was being argued, a pretty important motion, but she looked out that front window more times than I could shake a stick at. She cares about the optics. Nobody else does. So, at this point, it's really up to, I guess, a couple things. One, Mark Rendazzo's lawsuit, and hopefully joined in by the ACLU by amicus curiae brief. Two, and you've all been saying this, it's really up to people locally on both sides of the equation to comport themselves respectfully, You know, don't break any laws, don't get any fights, don't scream at law enforcement, don't be in a
which hasn't happened at all. That's the beauty of it all. It has not happened, not once.
Yeah, and you've got what's called contemporaneous running stream of how everything is going down that day. So,
right.
You know, and I wanted to give one last thought before I spare your audience on this horrific back noise that I have to deal with, which is that when you all think about this moment in time, there is escalated agitation. Everything is culminating. Trial 2.0 is starting.
Yep.
You've gotten a string of what I would call bad rulings by Judge Cannoni showing a clear evidence of bias or corruption. I haven't pushed the corruption button yet. I know others have, but it's coming. With all of that and just this added anxiety of, oh my God, what's going to happen?
Right.
Then there's this kind of contemporaneous escalating side story that is Aiden Carney's.
Yep.
All of that together causes a lot of emotional disarray, not distress, but disarray. And with all of that said, my advice to all of you is, like, if you need to step away, whatever it is, just care for yourselves. Take a breather, go for a walk. Maybe don't look at social media on a day or two or a week.
Right.
Movement will be there for you. This trial's not going anywhere. Don't worry, Judge Bev's bad rulings will continue. You can set your clock to them.
Yep.
And also just remember that, you know, it's a team of people. All of you serve such an important purpose. And the last point I would make, because it kind of dovetails with what you were saying earlier about, you know, these local politicians and leaders have to learn how to deal with social media now. And I can't emphasize that enough and echo that. Social media is really the true mirror of the way many things are. So as much as Facebook could be considered fake book, or as much as Twitter or X could be considered a cesspool, these types of platforms, YouTube, X, Facebook, pick any other one, as artificial as they can be, they're the true mirror of what really is going on up there. And like someone like me, I wouldn't have known half the shit that's going on, but
Right.
for social media.
Exactly.
So everyone should keep speaking up and showing up, because that's the only way to get the messaging out. It's not surprising to me that like 78 people out of a 90-something person panel yesterday of jurors knew something about this case. They knew something about it. And
Right.
I dare say that number was a little elevated, probably because people said, oh, I'm going to say that because I want to go
Right.
home. I get
Right.
it. But, you know, the awareness is there. If people don't know about this case, they're living under a rock. And I think it's very important for you both and your show and your efforts, and Tom, your outreach in the community there, like really boots on the ground. It's so pivotal. So I enjoy my sports center every morning. I pop in when I can, even
Thank
with
you.
construction going
Yes,
on.
thank you, Nan. That we
Love you.
appreciate, because you
Love
kind of
it,
bring us
love it.
all down off that ledge that we're all kind of teetering on, and now like,
Yeah,
all right,
I-
we
I-
made it
I
past
feel-
that. Now we got solid
Yeah.
ground. We got this until we get to another cliff. We're
I
calling
feel
you.
so much. I feel so much better now. My blood pressure just dropped.
Do
Telling
you?
Yeah, mine too. You always do this with us, so again,
I'm a mommy. I try to calm you.
you're killing
Yeah,
it. You're doing a great job with that one. My God.
And to most, I think your audience knows this, but I've kind of have decided, whether voluntarily or involuntarily, to take a hiatus from streaming as much as I was. And
Yeah.
I will simply let all of you know, like, if you ever need me, you just put out the bat signal, and I'm 9 times out of 10 able to pop on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I'm usually always writing your chats.
And listen, thank you again for everything that you've done for us. That we don't even, again, we there's things that we can't even see in this whole movement, and you can, because you're not every day it's not in your face every day as much as it's ours.
Now, let me leave you, as the beeping starts again. I'm going to leave you guys with one analogy. Okay.
Yeah.
When I was in my early 20s, and I think I had come out of a bad relationship, or there was a time of strife in my life, and I was very, very upset about it. And I worked at the time. I was waitressing, worked a few jobs, but I was waitressing at the time, and I was very upset. And my boss said to me, "You ever hear the term, you can't see the forest for the trees?" And I said, I hadn't. Now I've heard it, but I said I hadn't heard that. And he said to me, you know, and I'll use this as an example. He said, you're too involved in this. You're not seeing the bigger picture. And he did a demonstration for me. And he says, "What's this?" And I said, "Well, that's a pen." And he's like, "Okay, tell me about it." I said, "Well, you know, it's blue, it's long, it writes." He says, "Okay." And he said, and he puts it right in front of my face. And he's like, "Can you see what it is?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, I see there's something there. I can't really see it clearly." And he pulls it away. And he says, "Now what is it?" And I said, "Well, yeah, it's that pen." And he said, "Better describe it." And I was able to. And he said, sometimes when you are so close to something, so emotionally wrapped up in it, psychologically wrapped up in it, you're too close to really understand the gravity of it or all of the perspective that's needed. So make sure that you pull that pen or whatever it is away from yourself so you can better really fully enrapture what's going on. So I would encourage you guys who are really wrapped up in it, and I don't mean any offense when I say that, or
No,
you're
we are. No, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. We're in it.
yeah, but
Oh,
just make sure you take time to do one of two things. Either that self-care or distance that I'm talking about, or rely upon people from beyond, out of the jurisdiction, or people like Justice Served, who are that kind of third party neutral rail of the relationship.
And
to
they're
give-
getting lit up for
Yeah.
doing nothing. They're just reporting the truth and they're getting off this on fire.
Well, you know what? I can curse on your show, right?
Yes.
Yep.
They fucked around, and they are going to find out with Justice Served, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I hope
Okay.
so.
And
Not nothing again. I hope nothing happens to them. But they're the ones we can't. We're too close. Like I'm too close. Mike's too close. They're not. They're like at the right medium temperature. They're like the perfect temperature.
Yeah, that's the right way of looking at it. The perfect temperature, like a perfectly cooked medium rare steak, or as Will the Glare would like it, with a crust. He wants it like burnt, little crusty
On the
or burnt
outside.
on the outside.
The
And I'm
inside's gotta
telling
be
you,
bad.
Justice Served is just that. So if law enforcement wants to FAFO with them, they're going to find out.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
would say the same for me. So especially because I consider myself, I think about myself too in that, because at some point I'm coming up. And when I do, I am very humbly expecting to be able to go into court one of the days that I might be up. And if that happens, I always worry about, well, how am I going to get in? Because I wouldn't be arriving with Karen Reed and her team. So is someone going to stop me and say, "Who the hell are you? You can't go in there."
Right.
I'm not a
Right.
very nice person, no matter what people think. So if someone from law enforcement is going to challenge me in that way, I'm probably going to not be so nice in
Right.
how I answer them. So I'm meditating. I'm building onto my mansion. I'm adding German sports cars to my roster just so I can calm myself for the future encounter that I have with law enforcement when I come.
Wow. I like spicy nan. I do. I
Well,
like spicy.
there's vodka nan, there's spicy nan, there's post running nan, which you're seeing now. Now there's construction nan, but
Yeah.
right now it's going to be brief writing nan. So I'm going to bid you guys adieu.
Thank you,
Always
Nan.
thank you.
Again, the thanks are so deep and well accepted
Well
that
received.
we appreciate you. We really
Thank you so much.
Yes,
My
thank you.
pleasure. And Tamia, I have to text you later. I have something to chat with you about.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, guys, have a great day.
Thank you again,
I'll talk
Nan.
to you later.
Bye.
Man, we are blessed. How,
Yeah, Tommy.
Mike? I don't know how we ended up where we are, but man, God loves us. Wow.
I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing something right, right? Because
Something right.
she texted me and just said, "Do you want me to jump on?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's
Hey.
go." Because I had a lot of concerns about yesterday, Hartman, justice served, being treated that way. That's a reflection of us. They're coming they're from New York and Connecticut. They're up here just covering a story, and it happened to them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we've heard stories about it, but no, it actually happened to us."
Well,
and
listen,
Linda in the studio yesterday. She doesn't raise her voice, but it went to another level.
Oh yeah, no, she was like, what's going on? She can't, like, she knew, like, she's like, wait a minute, and she could see it, but she's not there, so she's trying to question it. Is that really what's going on? Like that what I believe? Yeah.
And Michael will talk about this forever.
Oh God, yeah.
In other cases, down the line, he'll write about this in his next book.
Time out. We have royalty in the chat.
Hey y'all.
I love your content.
I love your spreadsheets. I love your Excel spreadsheets.
It's next level. Thank you for everything you've ever done and you are doing. It is just wow. We wouldn't be here without you. There's no way. No way possible. Not without your data.
Yeah, I realized. Hey, is 2025 up to date yet?
Well, girls got work. She don't even know yet. So
I know.
I want to share this. Check this out. This is what somebody sent me. Okay, watch Alan Jackson.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
How can you not like him? Think about that. To the lawyer, to the jury.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alan Jackson. I have the honor of representing.
He's got a personality, man. He's guys.
Can you imagine when Hank gets up there and says, "Like, good morning, my name is Hank Bannon." That's awesome. Thank you for that, by the way.
You're gonna get Hank Bannon.
Hank Bannon, my name is Hank Bannon. I'm representing Commonwealth back 2 times. I don't wear a jacket.
I know, Tom. I don't know how many times you asked him, like 3 or 4 times, where's your jacket? I think he was going up there just to get a sense of what was going on outside and stuff, like people yelling at him and stuff.
You know what I think? I think he didn't wear a jacket in the freaking 30 below weather to say, wait a minute, am I actually doing this? Oh my God, I can do this. Am I like, I think he was so heated and so like excited that the cold didn't bother him.
I think he wanted to be in the limelight. Like he wanted to be there, like, and he wanted to understand.
Yeah, he was born to be in the limelight. That's why he went to Whitey. You don't take Whitey to be in the low key, dude.
Thanks, Tommy V. Tommy, thanks for coming to our pizza party last night.
Oh, my pleasure, Tracy. It was so much. Jesus Christ, man. Hold on. I went to a pizza party last night, Mike.
I know. I thought you got locked up, though. You got locked up.
New Bedford.
Oh, Joe Flipperhead, Sleuthy Goosey are both in the chat at the same time. Are we not worthy? We're not worthy. You should see what Flip made for Colleen the Real Deal O'Neill yesterday. On request, he made a thumbnail for her. And now I'm sure he'll post it. Oh my God. She texts me or she DM'd me. She's like, "Can you ask Joe Flipperhead to do this for me?" I'm like, "Sure." And Joe responded right back, "Yeah, I'll do it." And then he sent it to me, and I'm like, "Oh no!" And Colleen is loving it. She's a spicy motherfucker, man. She is fucking spicy, man.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
And they're busting her balls like everyone else, man. Unbelievable.
87 of the potential jurors, 77 have heard of it. 38 have formed an opinion for guilt bias. Wow. Oh, they might get 0 today. Someone's saying in the chat. I love it. I love it. But I mean, when Hank Brennan gets up there and he asks for something, 85% of the time he's like, "Yeah, I got this. We'll get this. Yeah, this will work." But when he got in front of Stilinski, whatever Stilinski, and with Cosgrove, and he got shot down, like he was so unprepared for that moment. He was like, "Oh shit, you're the real deal. I forgot where I was." Like he literally forgot what courtroom he was in. He thought for sure it was just going to be granted, and Cosgrove stood there, like stunned, like, okay. Oh man, the Sleuthy's in the chat, but good. I love it, man. People want you to do it, Hank, again. You know that's going to be cut out and put into a clip. I can tell you,
Hank Brennan. My name is Hank Brennan. Represent the Commonwealth, Massachusetts. Mike Brennan. I'm Whitey Bulger.
Oh, that's right. I'm on. I'm calling. I'm going on calling all beans tonight, Tommy, too.
Oh, you're gonna
So,
have fun.
yeah.
That's a fun time. You're gonna like that.
Oh,
That's a
yeah,
really good time.
Yeah,
DJ's awesome.
he is a good guy. He's been texting me and stuff. He's like, he hikes out. He goes to Colorado. You know,
Yep.
he can't use his cell phone for his job. He's a locked up somewhere.
No,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
He walks into his job. He takes a cell phone, gives it to somebody, and walks in the secure facility. He cannot bring
Yeah.
a cell phone where he works.
That's fucked up.
No, hey, is that not the way it should be? Tell me
Yeah,
if that's legit. Like,
Yeah.
you think he complains? You think he
No.
cares?
No.
Here's my
I
phone.
think-
Take it. I don't want it.
Exactly. I got a couple of years ago. I got to the point where I left my phone home on vacation or something like that. After
Yeah.
like the third day of DTs, I was fine.
Yeah.
I feel like where's my phone kind of thing. I have to check. But after that, I was good. It takes you a little while.
Yeah.
Takes you a while. They want you to do a Beverly impression.
Hello, everybody. My name is Beverly Canoon. Beverly Canooni. There's pictures. I'm trying to find the pictures from last night, guys.
Oh, I got one you sent me. You want to send it back to you? You're into Texas.
Yeah, I got a lot. No,
Well, I just sent you one of Nathan Reed too. You got to put up there.
yeah, that was awesome. Let me pull that up
Yeah.
real quick.
All right, I'll send you the other one from last night. How was the pizza?
Pizza was good, man. It was really good. Yep.
Right.
They were very accommodating, we'll say.
Do you want to name the place, or can you or no?
I don't remember the name of it right now. It's maybe Dillard's.
So isn't
in New
it interesting? Isn't it interesting how in New York court, really voir dires are not really done? You just go talk to a judge about who you're
Yep.
going to bring in and what their qualifications are, and if they're not what you say they are, and that person gets up and testifies, they either can stop it right there, or as an attorney, you go into the judge's chamber and you get your pee-pee slapped. I mean, that's just right.
Yeah.
There's a little trust between the brotherhood there, like the defense, the prosecution, and the judge. Like,
No.
you're telling me what I want to hear. Like, if you're submitting these records for Verizon, you have a guy from Verizon, I'm using as a pro or Cellubrite. I trust that you're doing the right thing, and so isn't the counsel, your brother counsel, and the judge. But if it's not what you say it is afterwards, and it's complete bullshit, junk science, you're
Yep.
going to be on the block. You're going to be on the block list. You know what I mean? That's just something you don't take lightly. I thought that was very interesting. First, Mass versus New York. Like, New York can just do that in a chamber of the judge, and
Yep.
here we have to have a whole hearing about who you are, what you do, what you have for breakfast, how many times you've been married. Jesus Christ!
It doesn't end.
I know. Have you found the pictures yet or no? You good?
I'm still looking.
They're in the text.
I'm looking.
The one of I get a lot of texts as well. They're
I try not to look at my phone, but
that's right. Yeah, you went to New Bedford. Yeah, you texted me last night like around I don't know what time it was.
I see. I don't even see that, Mike. It's not in my friggin' Twitter. I thought I sent it to you.
No, it's not your Twitter. It's your phone. Text messages.
I texted it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, yeah,
it's good
there you
having. Yeah.
Okay. So save that, and then Nathan, it's right here. That's a great picture, man.
You're up to 4,000 views. Tommy, 2 phones.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. You guys, how do I
You know-
thank you for that?
Flip's gonna make a video, man. You're gonna.
Well, hey,
I'm surprised you're not on the front page of the Herald, like of cracking down in Dedham or something. Not even
Something,
a name,
right?
Yeah. But they probably figured, it's a little too much because you look like Hitler doing it.
well, that's what they do, bud. That's what they do. All right, Facebook.
Oh, the Glare just put a post out there about Justice Served too. Yeah.
All right, so let's do this. Let's share the pizza night last night because these ladies are what we talk about supporters. These are all the people that do the New Bedford standout. And
yeah,
I had an absolutely awesome time with these ladies. They are just fabulous, awesome people. They really are.
New Bedford.
Yep. So we had pizza last night, and that was great.
Good. Good.
And then there's another picture here that is just as good. Let's see if we can share
Yeah.
this one.
This one should get framed. This one here, I think.
Yeah, this is a good picture.
If he signed this one, it'd be kind of cool. I love it.
The buffer
I love
zone.
it.
Yep.
Oh,
It's amazing.
Gosh. Unbelievable.
All right, so hold on a second. Let me hold on. Keep this
I think
comes up.
I think the long guys are here. I don't know what's going on with my oh.
I'm looking.
I think the state troopers, when they got that little motion where they could be aggressive, I use the word aggressive, that just put, I think their eyes lit up. Like, what? We can do what? They're walking around with fucking, like, you know, like we're like with like their ice going into fucking East Boston and shit and Chelsea, you know,
Yeah.
going up to the schools and the fucking, gonna pull kids out and shit. I was like, what the what? You're right, dude. They have to justify the means of why they're getting paid to be, yeah. If they make
And
one
how much
arrest,
money? Right. How much money?
right? If they can make one arrest, that's all they need. No. What are you looking for? You still going
Channel 10's live
with the court?
Canton, from Canton Police Department. Channel 10's at
Oh.
Canton Police.
Oh, Jesus.
So they're probably going to go over the audit report. What they're probably going to report on.
Do you think Rafferty's going to talk to him?
No. Well, she can't. What was she going to say? What can
don't
she
know.
say? Yeah,
I
we
don't know.
screwed up on the Birchmore. We screwed up on the O'Keefe, but we're fine otherwise because no one else has died. So we're okay. I got
Yeah.
this.
You know, speaking about that Welcher guy not getting in, the FBI guy, you know, Alan Jackson, David Inetti, Bob Alisi, and Eliza Little on cross or direct will tell these guys how to do an investigation and what should have been done every single time. Just like they did last year. It's just it is kind of like, what do you mean you didn't do it that way? Well, aren't you supposed to have sanitary stuff? Yeah, but we didn't have, you know what I mean? Now, if you had the FBI guy, they would have been a little bit different, but they don't do the same types of investigations. I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So
Craziness. All right, I'm gonna go take some more cold medicine and go to bed. I'm really sorry for everybody again. That I didn't go out this morning. I'm just
yeah, go to sleep.
I'm feeling like bad. Like,
dude, when you answered the phone this morning, I thought you just got out of jail. Like,
yeah,
what's going on?
I did.
I haven't heard anything, Sleuthy, because I got news for you. The leaf blower will get brought up. It isn't preposterous yet. Hank will quote the saying, "It was innovative." The solar cups.
Innovative. I love that.
Yeah,
That's yep.
Sleuthy, you're right. Well, we thought this would be an innovative technique. Oh, I know. Imagine AGA getting a second chance at anything. I know.
Yeah.
Give him one-
Oh, my Javier, you're absolutely on the money. Think about
Right.
that. Think of how much he's
Right.
gonna come out swinging. He got 0 Fs he got no Fs left. He's done. He's
No.
like none.
Right.
Yep.
He wants this one. He wants this one bad. So our plan for tomorrow is depending on Tom's how he's feeling. We'll go from there.
Planning on going to
Yeah.
the courthouse. Everybody.
Right.
So I'm sorry about today. Again, I'm very, very sorry. But
Hey,
tomorrow
someone-
I'm gonna be there. Sick or not, I'm there. I
Are you reading Amy's thing here? Something about North Carolina's retired video is so good. Maybe you can post it, Tom, on X or something later.
what
Amy the mod just posted something. She said, check your. Anyways, hold on a second, peeps.
Oh, I got it. Hold on. I think this is what
Oh.
she's talking about. Oh, you're gonna love this one, Mike. This is rich.
That's rich.
Rich.
My name is Hank Brennan for the Commonwealth.
Hank Man.
Especially with your nasals today, dude. You got it down pat.
Oh. Sound like Joe Warren. I got Joe Warren.
Is that Rogie Rogue?
Yeah. A little gay.
You can't just be a little. It's either you're full.
No, he's still questioning himself, Mike. He hasn't learned that,
He doesn't know if he wants a 1 seat or a 2 seat.
Yeah, he's still kind of, I don't know. Still trying to figure it out, bud.
Well, you know, sometimes in life people don't figure it out to the end. Right?
Look at this. Look at this. So you know what they're saying? They're saying it wasn't us. It wasn't us. It wasn't Lanka. It wasn't Sharif. It wasn't us. It was the state police. That's what they're saying. We don't have nothing to do with this. The state police are doing it.
But it's a federal investigation that found it, not even a state or local. So, yeah, they can see what the fuck they want, man. Let's Karen walking this one, right? Yep.
Oh, I missed it.
Is this the one they asked us to play?
I'm trying to see if it's going to play here.
Is this the one they wanted us to play, though? I'm sorry.
No, I think they wanted me to show you guys the Birchmore thing. How the Canton police are saying that they did everything right.
Oh yeah, come on. Well,
Yeah.
that's why Farwell's in federal custody right now, because Canton police did everything right.
Yeah, 2 days after her body was found, Five Stones Intelligence said that Canton police received critical information from 2 witnesses who said Birchmore had been dating a police officer who didn't want the baby, and if Birchmore did not get an abortion, he, the boyfriend, would take care of the problem himself. And he did.
So that's not probable cause. Okay.
They didn't take any pictures of the crime scene. They didn't follow the death investigation protocols.
So how can the town say they did everything right?
They didn't.
I think
They did. Well, they did, according to what the chief wanted them to do. Cover it up. That's what they did right. They covered it up.
My God. Oh, you're killing me today. You're killing me, bro.
Telling you, good luck with that one. Your chief.
Oh, you know the video from the standout? That's the one Amy wants you to play, was telling the guy, Brian.
Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, yeah.
I got it if you need it.
Oh, no, I got that one. They ain't going anywhere.
All right.
Now I know it. All right. Sorry.
We'll play it.
A little slow,
Yeah.
Amy.
He's all fucking medicated.
No, I'm not yet. That's my problem.
Yeah, go to you get some good sleep. It's good sleeping day. Crack that window and stuff, man.
Yeah. What's up? We're having trouble playing the video. Why? Amy?
Yeah, Darcy, Saraf does sleep in the church parking lot while on duty. I used to play golf early in the morning. His fucking cruiser was backed in there by the clothes drop off every fucking morning. You're absolutely right. 100%.
I can't play it. The video won't play for me, Amy.
I can post it on X, Amy, if you want.
I mean, I have it in front of me. It's just that when I go to click it, it won't play. It's almost like they trying to get ahead of this and not letting the video, like they know the video's out there, we'll say. They can delete it.
Well, I'm posting it on X right now.
Yeah.
I'm putting the US.
All right, I got it. It's playing. All right.
All right. I'm posting it
Nope.
anyways.
Having trouble. Learn more. What the frig? Yeah, put it on X. Let me try it that way. Every time I try and play it, it won't play for me.
All right, so I just posted it. I'm gonna send it to you via email in X.
Yep.
All right. I just tagged you in it, but where are you, buddy?
Refresh. Come on. X. Mail. Refresh.
Here you go, buddy.
Yeah.
It's an X right now. X on the way. Boom. This was good, by the way. This is in Franklin, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Full screen. Pause. All right. Guys. But what they're gonna do, we're gonna leave this this is the end of the show. So but we're gonna leave this on loop for you guys. So just saying.
Brian Albert is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Get it. Send it to Brian Albert. Tell him to, oh, fucking Higgins, he's an asshole.
Fucking Higgins.
Albert.
You are the man.
I gotta fix this. It won't let me rotate it.
Colin Albert, Chris, Kevin, the whole fucking slew of them. They're all fucking corrupt.
Fuck them all. Jen McCabe?
Come by
anytime.
We'll be here.
You are the best.
Tell Brian Albert I hope he gets hit by a car.
Free Karen Reed!
Free Karen Reed!
Free Karen Reed!
Yes!
Okay.
Man.
Even worse, Brian Albert is a piece of shit. Brian Albert is a piece of shit. Brian Albert is a piece of shit. Brian
There you go,
Albert
Flip.
is a piece of shit. Brian Albert is a piece of shit.
Get it.
Send it to Brian Albert.
And Higgins.
Tell him. Oh, fucking Higgins, he's an asshole.
Fucking Higgins. You are the man.
Colin Albert, Chris, Kevin, the whole fucking slew of them. They're all fucking corrupt.
Fuck them all. Jen McCabe?
Come by anytime. We'll be
Anytime.
here.
You are the best.
Tell Brian Albert I hope he gets hit by a car.
Yeah.
Fucking God.
Oh my God.
Free Karen Reed!
Free Karen Reed!
Free Karen Reed!
Yes!
Wow. So I think he's pretty much not on the blue
Pro-
side.
Yeah, he might even be blue, but says fuck you. I'm gonna let you know how we really feel. There's a new nickname. You know, Bob Alisi brought in a Yeti cooler for lunch
Did he?
yesterday. Yeah, he's sick of, doesn't want to eat bad food. They have nicknamed the Yeti cooler the Yanetti.
Nice. Nice. Yanetti cooler. There we go.
Yeah,
Whole new line.
Yep, the Yanetti cooler. Oh my
Yep.
God, man. All right, man.
All right. It's been 2.5
I'm gonna
hours.
sign off.
Pretty long day.
You got a couple of people up there that contributed some money. That contributed.
Yeah, I gotta read them off here. We got new members too.
Yeah.
Other than
We
that.
are. So we'll be back live tomorrow at some point, either here or there, unaware. Tomorrow's
Yep.
Thursday. All right. Have a
Definitely.
great day, Tommy.
Yes,
Get
sir.
done.
Thanks.
Got you. Bye, Jack.
Oh my. So let's talk about this stuff over here. Kim Gonzalez, new member. Thank you so very much for being a member. Do our best for you. Tara Mike, the whole world's outraged. We all see it. This is all down to Judge Bev. Well, I'm glad you guys can see it because it's hard when we're in it. So many strong ass women in this movement. There really is. We need more. Absolutely need more. Working on that today. Don't lose track of sending videos, right? The colonel should know about that. Yeah, Mikey. Brainwashing, you're right. That's pretty much what they're doing to us. They're telling us that red is not red. Red's orange. Orange is green. Then your local businesses and supporters hang out their place of business. Obviously, people would be making purchases. That's a great idea. Great. Yep. Tom, Mike, thanks for having Nan on. Very refreshing in the circus show. She just brings us down to another level where she just, I don't know how she does it, but she does. And thank you, God, for that lady in our life. Nan, love, I know there's a spot inside you where you hear something and it's like, that's it. I've heard enough. I'm calling. Who would that one person that could make that stance and say enough is enough? Who would be that one person? That's a great freaking question. You know what? I'm going to take a picture of this. That's freaking awesome. Okay. Amy gifted a membership. Thank you, Amy. Nan, I have a better point to make. Brennan proves Karen Reed hit and murdered Boston police officer John Keefe. And Nan, and you see Trial 4 on Netflix. And your thoughts. Trial 4. That's awesome. Cheryl with an S. See you Thursday. Yes, you guys will absolutely see me tomorrow. I'll be live. Man, I'm just hit by a freaking truck today. Oh my. All right, guys. I'm gonna go back to bed. You all have an absolutely wonderful day. And like, subscribe, share, all that lovely stuff. And I love you all for being here. and we'll see you in the morning. So probably 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll go live hour before, and we'll see what happens. You all have a great day, and I love you all. See you later.